All right, let's continue with season mode. We have episode 8 already. We are a month in, a little bit more than a month in, actually. We're currently 6 days into November, a long stretch still to go, but uh, we lost a tough one to St. Louis. It was a 1-0 close game. We played really, really well in a close game. We were very strong on the road in Arizona and Vegas. And before that, we had a tough one against Boston, and it was a tough stretch here with technically four straight losses, one in overtime. Um, Now we finished the road trip in Chicago before coming back home for what looks like 6 straight. Wow, 6 straight at home after this, before a couple road games to end the month, and then back home against Anaheim. And that's what's ahead of us in November. And this one, I would really like to get 4 done. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 done. So probably up to Columbus, considering 2 games takes an hour and a half, roughly. We'll try to get 4 done. We'll see what we can do. So we'll do. We get Chicago twice, once on the road and once at home. Before we will close up with Columbus, of course, Detroit at home, and a chance to get revenge from this difficult loss on the road on the 22nd, where we blew a chance to at least secure a point with at least an overtime loss or overtime win. We could have gotten the extra point, but we blew it in the last 4 seconds of that game. Again, I think I mentioned that every single stream, so I just love to make myself feel terrible. So we're onwards to Chicago. There's a standing screen right there underneath the calendar, right there, or beside the calendar. And I want to just see where we stand. I think we're 6th. It might be 7th. It's now 7th with 13 points. So we got a lot of road to recover. We're just going to jump right in. We changed a couple of streams ago. We did change we're just going to have Chicago in their normal homes. We did change the strategies, and we changed something else. We changed the lines. I think we may have done a small line change, but we definitely changed massive strategy changes for every line, every defensive pair, our overall neutral zone forechecking strategies. We changed all of that stuff as well. And it seems to have worked really well. We just didn't get any offense in the last game in St. Louis. So hopefully we bounce back. Mrazek's back in the net. I think it was Reimer in St. Louis. I'm thinking it was Reimer. I can't remember. But it's back to Mrazek. We just have to roll with this tandem. You can see Mrazek, the numbers are not very good, especially the GAA. But that will correct itself if we can play well enough with him in the net. So here we go in Chicago against the Hawks, and a face-off loss to start the game. But stolen away by Slavin for Netchus, cross ice to Aho. And we need to get these guys going. We are missing Niederreiter again. He's out with an injury. That's shot on by Slavin. Saved by Malcolm Subban. Remember, Slavin had a 2-goal game in Vegas. He had an empty net. Oh, played riskily by Mrazek. He had a 2-goal game in Vegas. He had an empty net, and he had a power play goal. Back for Svechnikov. Net just scores, but it's been waved off. And I think this is going to be called interference. I'm pretty sure it's goaltender. You see right there, yeah, he did technically run into Malcolm Subban, but we'll see. Netchus did put it home, that's for sure. Whether it counts, that's a different story. Right there, the referee is clearly waving it off, but we are going to find out. It is going to be waved off, so it doesn't count. It is just goaltender interference, so the goal will be disallowed, and the faceoff will be brought back behind the attacking blue line. Well, I was about to say we're off to a quick start. We got the offense quickly, which is something that never even occurred in the last one in St. Louis. Like I said, we got shut out in that one. So the first time we've been shut out this season. We've had a couple of games where we've had a potential for a shutout. I think it was Reimer in both of those. I think it's been like 2 games we've had really solid chances to get a shutout, and it was Reimer in both games where he was the guy in net that could have got the shutout. Slavin is bullied along the boards. He finally gets it. Ooh, peeling away, but it gets played back out behind the zone. I think we do have a defenseman timely change from Pesci. So just going to send it in deep, see what Dzingel does. He does get to it. Moves in along the boards. Teravainen, Pesci to Slavin. Tipped on. That's going to count. It's Ryan Dzingel going back door. He tips it right on. And he didn't miss with that one. Good job. Just a really good job. A good puck movement, but a good job. A good job going to that back door. You see right there. Tips it, gets right in behind the defense. No chance for any goaltender. You see Dzingel now goes and stands behind the net in celebration. So Slavin has, oddly enough, been the better performing offensive, or better performing defenseman offensively of the 2 on that top pairing, which is himself and Dougie Hamilton. They're the 2 guys that have actually performed. He's actually performed better than Dougie Hamilton. McGinn with a chance, steaming in. Slap shot saved by Subban behind the net. It looks like a great start here. Yeah, this is exactly what we needed. Pesci moves it to Gardner. Gardner throws it down low, but blocked away by Zadorov. And the Hawks are looking to just quickly get this back out. Good job by McGinn on the forecheck there. Kirby Doc dumps it in. Pesci to retrieve, and he does in the corner, but he's pressured. Good forecheck from the Blackhawks out to Pesci, who moves it forward fast to McGinn. Great passing on the breakout again. And pass will just move it in for McGinn. It works. McGinn down low for, he had Martinook, but it was very difficult to get it down low. And again, I mentioned this in St. Louis, that one of the things we got caught with, I don't know if it will necessarily make a difference with Chicago. I mean, 2 different teams, 2 different styles, but we did get caught a couple times in that game not having a forward back, and we need to be very conscious of at least not getting too aggressive on the forecheck if it's a close game or we lead it. If it's even or we lead or whatever, it's close. No need to take dumb chances by going too wildly aggressive. And what I mean is just having too many men in deep below the face-off circles. If we have 2 guys below the face-off circles, that's fine. That's generally the minimum requirement, but we don't need to get caught too deep, because we got burned in the last game defensively. And our defensemen, even though they're really more stay-at-home with their strategy and their style, it burned us in that game. Fleury, a little bit of a difficult time breaking it out. Plays it back for Mrazek, who plays it for Shea. Coming behind his net. Has no teammate on the wing, so Kane gets to that one first. Martinook battling with Svechnikov there. And Mr. Svechnikov takes it. And up the wing, peels away from Duncan Keith, who in real life was recently just traded to the Edmonton Oilers. He was very long-time serviceable member of the Blackhawks and a huge contributor to their cup wins and their dynasty that they had achieved in Chicago. DeBrincat had a great forecheck, creates a turnover, and Mrazek's going to be forced to freeze this. As the Hawks are now surging, they were all over that one offensively. Great forechecking shift there from the Hawks. So good face off here from Stahl. Just nowhere to really go on the breakout. Pesci just air mails it out to Teravainen, and that was nifty. Drop pass for Dzingel, but Dzingel is stripped of the puck. Great defensive play. Not totally sure who the defenseman was on that. Kubalik, a good defensive play by Gardner. And he breaks it out to Dzingel, who gets across the middle, beats the defense. Dzingel with 1 goal already, looking for another one in this game. He had his 2nd of the season. Cross centering pass for Teravainen doesn't work. Gardner moves it for Pesci. Pesci to Gardner. Gardner looking down low, tried to find Stahl. I think there was an errant stick that got in the way there. Oh, and Gardner, a bit of a mix-up with Pesci at the point. They're not really sure which side they want to take there. Shot saved by Mrazek. And Canes, for the time being, almost looked to be out, but they were not. And there's a trip. That's a trip. Kirby Dach, he's going to go sitting down for 2 minutes for tripping. If there's one thing I'll say, that Chicago has had little moments of momentum, specifically for checking. But sometimes they get too carried away and too aggressive, and it results in a penalty. So a good chance for the power play to go to work early. It would be nice to go up 2 to end the period, but we'll see. I'm not necessarily expecting anything here. We'll see if the Hurricanes power play can strike here. It's struggled a little bit lately. We'll see here through the middle is Hamilton. He gets across the blue. Hamilton's in. Hamilton in. Shoots, and it was stolen off the goal line by Duncan Keith. I'm not sure how close that was to going in, but it was very close. Inches away from being a 2-0 lead. Trocheck to Hamilton. Hamilton peeling away, looking for that backdoor play. Remember, this power play did have a nasty strike in Vegas. Teravainen moving in, trying to find a teammate. He just didn't have anyone, but a good steal there. Looking for the backdoor play. It's there, and they can't get it as DeHaan defends it very well. 26 seconds remaining. That might be it. But we'll have to take a look at the Dougie Hamilton chance. But before that, the power play is not done yet. Windmill across the blue for Aho. Drop for Svechnikov right into the breadbasket of Subban, and that's going to not completely kill off the penalty, but it will mostly do it with a second remaining on the power play. We will see the Hamilton chance here. This is it. He gets right in, and it does everything except trickle across the goal line. We'll take a instant replay look at it so we can get a closer look at just how close it was, because that was very early in the power play opportunity. That was a good job by Aho to keep it in. It could have easily been a turnover. It was not long before this. It may have been the next rush attempt. It was right here. You can see he's the one that just carries us across the blue. All the forwards just kind of have to wait for Hamilton to gain the zone. And he just protects it, pulls it around to the backhand in the slot between the body and the glove, and it just goes all the way through. And like I said, it did everything except cross the goal line. Duncan Keith is the hero of the day for that one, as he saves it from going across and clears. So this is it for the power play. One face-off, and that will pretty much do it. Gardner a quick shot on, but it doesn't even get to the net. The Hawks are successful with the early kill. An early test stall, just missing wide. Back to the point, looking to Gardner for one time or another. Deflection on, it's in the corner with Netchis. And then he moves it back to the point to Gardner. Gardner to Netchis. Netchis down low to Dzingel. This almost looks like a power play. Slavin back in, and I don't know if Subban was ready for it. Netchis peels away from his man. Tries to protect to the slot. The Hurricanes full of confidence right now. And Kirby Dach, the man who was guilty of the trip that put the Hawks on the penalty kill, is out with it, but he quickly lost it. Slavin back out the other way to Dzingel. We'll see what Dzingel does here. He cuts to the middle, shooting, missing the net, just missing. But he pins his man to the boards. This allows Teravainen to get in there. They fight with it, still pinned. Back to the point. Shea, a quick shot on. Blocker saved by Subban, but it's still in. And the Hawks are under all sorts of pressure. They just can't get it out. They finally do, thanks to Patrick Kane, but it is pushed in on Mrazek after it was poke-checked away. And the Hurricanes will try to break out, but Trocheck misses an easy breakout pass, then creates a turnover and a breakaway for himself. Pulls to the backhand, saved by Subban. All sorts of dangerous chances early in this period and in this game. Foss moves it back to a vacant point at Fleury. Shea, a quick shot on. That's well over the net by Brady Shea. And Duncan Keith again looking for a breakout. Back in with it is Nylander. Turned over on, well, not turned over, but lost to the side of the net. Subban is going to freeze it. A flurry of great high-quality opportunities for the Hurricanes. Trocheck was selfish a bit on that play. Did look off Brock McGinn on the back door. But he generated a good opportunity for himself. Just couldn't score. Shea looking to the point to Hayden Fleury. Fleury down low to Fogel. Fogel moves it into the corner for Martinook, but he pins his man. And it's moved into the corner. And Zadorov is quickly taken off that puck, but he does move it to Strome just as he was getting hit there. Fogel trying to back check there. Well done on the back check as it was moved to Strome. Kubalik finds Nylander. Back to Kubalik. Poke checked away by Fleury. So great defensive play by Fleury. Fogel protects. Back into his own zone, just looking for a quick reset here. Moves it for Geeky, but he can't handle the pass. And it's poked away, but that's going to end the first period. So a first period that was nothing short of entertainment and excitement. 12 total shots from the Hurricanes. They limited Chicago's shot chances to just 3 on the net. So not a lot going offensively for Chicago, but they're only down a goal at the end of one. It could have been more. It easily could be 2 or 3 to nothing. It really could be. A couple of really good chances. Remembering Dougie Hamilton's missed power play opportunity as he just strolled right in. He's still looking for his first goal of the season. There's a save. Slavin turns it over to Kane, and then Mrazek has to make a second save on Patrick Kane. And that'll be a defensive zone faceoff for the Hurricanes. So Chicago already trying to make up for their lack of opportunities in that first period to start the second. Both defensemen are well out of position. Another big save by Mrazek. The Hurricanes really need to get this out. And struggling to deal with this massively aggressive Chicago forecheck. I think there's only going to be one solution to trying to beat this forecheck, and that is to just look for aggressive breakout passes. Another save. And Hamilton tries to get there first ahead of his opposite number, Taves, but he can, and he poke checks Taves there. Hurricanes really need to just cover that slot area off. Moved out for Svechnikov. The Hawks are so aggressive that if they do make a turnover or they do miss it, it is going to result in a high-quality opportunity for Carolina going the other way. So the breakout for Carolina, if they get the puck, they need to just really be very aggressive at getting forwards to the blue line and just looking for the breakout because it's wide open if they can hit it. The key part is hitting it. Mrazek seeing a lot more shots already just to start the first 3 minutes of the period. Dzingel is going to be smart. He's just going to dump it in and see if Carolina can send the forechecking pressure back the opposite way. Kubalik is in, but defended well by Pesce, who turns it over, moves it for Stahl, who moves it to Dzingel, and he's just going to chip it in as Teravainen gets in on the forecheck. But Nylander protects it, and he does come away with it. So the team that's been the most aggressive forechecking has not been Carolina in this game. The most oppressive forecheck in this game has been Chicago. Teravainen, former Hawk, across the wing. Oh, a great try by Jordan Stahl, but Subban's going to freeze it. And that'll be a offensive zone faceoff for the Hurricanes. Trocheck opposed by Kirby Dach. Hurricanes still in that defensive faceoff setup. And they win it. Shea moves it to Fleury. I think that was inadvertent, but blocked by Zadorov in front no matter what. Poked back in by McGinn. So you can see the Hurricanes are much more conservative in this game, forechecking wise, than they have been in most other games. Turned aside by Subban. McGinn got there first, but Kirby Dach coming away with it anyway. Puri across the blue. A great play for Shaw, but he misses it. He just missed the net. He had a wide open, easy look on the net. Shaw defended well by Hayden Fleury, and Fleury they just need to get it out. The pressure is on. It looks like Chicago has made a few adjustments in this second period to come out with. They've played much more aggressive, and Carolina is struggling with it right now. That one's blocked aside by Shea. Fast just moves it out. This might be an icing. It is. It's going to be an icing. More an icing of frustration. Struggling to get the puck out now. So the Hurricanes can't change because they did ice it, so they can't change the group that's on the ice. And again, the forechecking pressure's there, but the breakout, if you can get a deep breakout play, it's wide open as well. That is the negative of a very aggressive forecheck. And now the Hawks may not ice it. They did not ice it. Icing is waved off. For some reason, their bad breakout attempt for Jesper Fast. They did not succeed on that pass. Martinook gets it in the corner behind the net and breaks it out himself, looking for a pass, but the Hawks are just in the passing lanes, and it's getting really, really frustrating for the Hurricanes. Martinook pass out to Fogle. Fogle spinorama in the center ice, but it works out for him. Poked away by, I'm not sure, is that Kubalik who poked that away. Poked back in by Martinook on Nylander, and defended well by Fleury, but Kubalik's been tripped, and that's going to put the Hawks on a power play. So a bit of a trip from behind. The Hurricanes defense is just getting beat right now. Just straight up, plain and simple, the Hurricanes defense is just getting beaten to passes and pucks. Single missed opportunity there. Out by Gardner and cleared the full length of the ice. DeHaan, a good forechecking play here by Dzingel, and he's all over it. But this is, or that's not Dzingel, rather. That must be Trocheck. I take that back. There are two similar numbers, two similar looking players, but different handedness. Dumped back in by Trocheck. You see the aggressive penalty-killing forecheck there. You see it is Dzingel and Trocheck. Brinkat is hit on a long pass, but he never could get an opportunity off there. Backdoor, they hit it, and the game is tied. The Hawks strike on the power play. It's Patrick Kane who's going to tie it, and that's brutal because they have not gotten a ton of opportunities, more in this period than in the first. But the Hawks have really not been the better team, and really until this period, really, but they haven't even been the better team by that much. So the Hurricanes offense has got to strike. Back for Slavin, a quick shot on the net. He's not messing around. Good forechecking attempt there by Netchis. Hurricanes D in the neutral zone is just getting beaten right now. There's Kane on a breakaway. Mrazek freezes it, and he holds on to that. Kane's not scoring that time. You got to be a bit nervous with how bad the neutral zone play has been. So let's back it off in terms of the forecheck. It's as frustrating as it is. It's really not working out well against Chicago. Svechnikov, a quick shot in. That seems to be working out much better. Now they're not going to be getting as many chances. You see the neutral zone is going to get clogged up here. And there's a turnover right there created by Aho. And Hamilton back the other way. Oh, yes. This is what the Hurricanes need. Drop for Dzingel. Oh, and he scores. He gets his second of the game. He stays with it, and he scores. Ryan Dzingel, your second of the game, third of the season. And the lead is back in favor of Carolina. A bit of a confusing drop pass, but he just stayed with the loose play there, and he scores anyway. It's a bit of a confusing drop pass by Hamilton, but it worked out. Looked like it was going to be an easy turnover, but it never got out. And I don't even know if the Hawks technically got possession. Excuse me there. We're going to find out if there was any assists on that play or if it just is a Dzingel unassisted. It is a Dzingel unassisted, so I think technically the Hawks did gain possession. Teravainen with no help on the wing for that breakout. And out comes Stahl to Dzingel. Dzingel already with two, looking for a hat trick. Finds Teravainen, a quick play on the net. The odd man rush is going to be there if the Hurricanes can exploit it. Blocked by a Hawks player out front. Dzingel is flying on the ice in this one. Gardner back in, deflected by Teravainen. Teravainen back in front, back for Gardner, tipped on again. I don't think that was intended to get to the point, but it did. And you can see that the small change has now rattled Chicago. They're having a difficult time. They're having a difficult time dealing with the Hurricanes' neutral zone change. Pesce working Shaw in the corner, but Shaw just staying with it. At the point from Murphy, poked away by Teravainen. He stick lifts him, gets out with the puck out of the zone. He has Duncan Keith to contend with, but finds Martinook. Martinook, oh, he just airmailed it over the net. If he didn't airlift that puck, there was definitely room. Poked back in. Hamilton just sends it in deep. Nothing wrong with that. And, if the Hurricanes didn't go for a change there, bit of a risky time to do that. And poked back out offside. I think that was Slavin on the defense there. interesting to see that Hamilton hasn't scored a goal. He was robbed of one earlier, came very close to scoring earlier, but yeah, it's very interesting that Slavin has been the better performing defenseman offensively to this point. Probably just been the better defenseman overall as a whole with another great defensive play there. But you don't expect anything less from Slavin. Poked back in for Bachquist. Let's see. Poked away. Oh, and it pops straight up. Who's going to come away with it? Svetch did have it temporarily. And then it was taken away by the Hawks, and they get out to center. Smith for DeHaan. Poked away by Fogle at the neutral ice, but Janmark comes back with it, his opposite number. Poked away by Slavin. He's working Janmark. Sent back in behind the net. Hamilton gathers. Hasn't really got a breakout, but does find one. It's Svechnikov at the point. Peels away from the Hawks forecheck, which the Hurricanes have had to do so much of tonight. Back for Aho, and the Hurricanes just can't find a way to get it going forward. Aho around his man. Moves it behind the net. No real help there from Andrei Svechnikov, but the Hawks come back the other way. Hurricanes just trying to get out of the period without giving up a second goal, which would be huge if the Hawks could get one. DeBrincat, saved by Mrazek. And another big save by Mrazek on that one-timer backdoor chance. Big hit in the corner. Working DeBrincat. DeBrincat again. The Hurricanes just need to get it out. It doesn't matter if it's an icing at this point. They just need to get it out. Aho does. He alleviates the pressure. It might be a late period icing. It is with 2.6 remaining. So a late icing, but it had to be done. Pressure was mounting. So we're going to go back to staggered, and we're going to go puck side attack here. See, we just got to win one draw and clear it. That's all, and that is done successfully. Flurry off the back of the net, but it doesn't matter now, as it is the end of the second, and a 2-1 advantage at the end of two. The Hawks coming back. They had 14 shots on the net, so no shutout in this game, but this might help Mrazek's save percentage if he can keep the rest out. It'll help him get that save percentage back up there, especially the better his save percentage is in a single game, the more that's really going to help that save percentage out. But out comes Trocheck on the wing as he switches with Fast. Sees McGinn going backdoor, but they do not connect. Well defended. The Hurricanes don't have to play a particularly aggressive forecheck, as it's really not worked out in their favor. Great defensive recovery by Fleury on his man Shea. Clears it, and that's going to be an icing. Hurricanes are just having to deal with the flurry of chances that the Hawks have gotten. Time to go very conservative in the neutral zone with the forechecking approach. I think it's time to set up more to defend the neutral zone. McGinn tries to just throw it out. It doesn't work. And offside go the Hawks. Fleury had a good chance. So time to put the first line and the first pair out there. I don't know why they weren't out there to start the period, but it is what it is. Face off. I believe would be counted as a win towards Chicago, but Canes gained possession and they just simply chip it in. Oh, and DeBrincat loses it back to neutral ice. Very strange. Hamilton looking for Svechnikov. No chip play there. Keith quickly turns it back over. Hamilton defending Nylander. Nylander trying to get inside positioning. The Hawks with some grade A chances. The Hurricanes are going to need to play on the other end of the ice if they're going to have any chance of, well, not if they're going to have any chance of winning, but if they want to keep this advantage, they can't play in the D zone for the remainder of this game, and they certainly can't give up the kind of chances that they have. So the first line for the Hurricanes still out there. Kubalik and this Blackhawks second line to oppose and challenge them. Hamilton trying to get to that first. He does kind of, and he disrupted it. Kubalik in the corner. Oh, looking for a teammate. Netchus is covered. Oh, stops. Gains some time and some space for himself. Goes around the outside of DeHaan. Hooked back in. Great breakout play there. And the Hurricanes have got to respect it defensively. Strome can't find his own entry. Gardner steals it away and then sends it back into his own zone. Very strange play there. I don't know what the strategy is here. Gardner back out for Svechnikov, who finds Teravainen, wide open. And Teravainen doesn't miss. He scores on his former team. Teuvo Teravainen, a great pass there for Teravainen. He didn't miss that one. That was a nifty little play. His third of the season. And that puts the Hurricanes up 3-1 late in the third. So, despite the lack of goal scoring against St. Louis, it's back in this one. And in a big way. Look at this. A nice move to the forehand. Just makes it seem as if the goaltender doesn't have much of a chance. It's similar to the goal that McGinn scored in, I'm not sure where McGinn scored that goal. I think it was in Vegas. It may not have been Vegas. I think it was, I don't know where it was. It was actually a couple of streams before that, I think. But McGinn had a goal that was very similar. It may have been in Detroit, actually. Pesci with a carry. Peels away, protects it. Back to Dzingel, who's looking for that hat trick. So let's see if they can get him the hat trick, but stolen away by Peary for the time being. Peels away, looking for that drop one-timer. They were successful in getting it on the net. Jordan Stahl behind the net, chased by Andrew Shaw. Stahl out to center. And he just skates this the full length of the ice. Looking back door for Dzingel. You know, the guys are going to be looking to get him the hat trick. His first of the season, it would be. Fleury just moves it. Finds Pesci. To McGinn, to Dzingel. Back from McGinn. To Fleury through the middle. The Hurricanes are changing. Fleury peels away. Looking, quick shot back toward the net. Dzingel with a chance to get it. And he does. Goes around the world a little bit. Back down low. And the Hawks create a nice turnover. Poked away. Dzingel has it. And he's just going to have to flip this back in. No choice but to get it in deep. This line has really gone tonight. Dzingel banging bodies down low. McGinn in his way. Dzingel again protected. Moves it to Shea. He gets it to Fleury. Fleury cranks one on. Misses the net. And the Hawks get it out. Oh, they struggle with it, but they do. Carpenter out the other way. Jan Mark drop for Sellers, saved by Mrazek. Taves, saved by Mrazek as well. Looks like Mrazek is not sure. He does play it, eventually had some help. Shea, moved to Dzingel. Dzingel's got to get off. He's been out there for forever. Poked away by Dzingel. And Brady Shea just elects to just get this out. Geeky with a chance to have a breakaway, but he never succeeded. In comes Kane. Hawks break it in. Fleury was pressured, and a turnover's created. Shea just moves it up the wing, trying to get it to a teammate and potentially a breakout play there. But nothing comes of it. Geeky, a good shot block. Wow. Fantastic shot block. And Martinook just sends it back in. 9:17 still to go. A long way still to go in this game. The Hurricanes are controlling it as they have pretty much the entire game. There was a short span where it was even at 1-1. Geeky trying to work the Brincat in the corner. Peeled away. Can Fogle create a turnover there? No. Oh, good play, and the Hawks score. Murphy, I think there was a bit of a screen there from Hamilton on his goaltender. And the Hawks are now back within one. Thanks to Connor Murphy, he gets his second of the season. And we'll see it again. I think Dougie Hamilton did. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't look like there was any screen on that play, and you can't see it from this angle. So, good job there, EA. Well, the Hawks are within one, so now the pressure's still on, but it's in Chicago's. I guess technically it's actually in Carolina's court. The pressure is all on Carolina's side of the court. If you want to be real technical, this side of the ice. The ball is in Carolina's end. They have to seal this one off. Getting another goal would certainly help. Slavin peels away from the defense, just looking for a shot on goal, tipped right on. I'm not sure who had the tip there, if it was Aho or Svechnikov, but it was tipped in front by a Hurricane. So the Hurricanes could just think offense here, purely offense. Shot by Hamilton's blocked. Move back for Svechnikov, looks across to the point to Slavin. And Aho just kind of held that one down. Hamilton looking, trying to shoot around the defense. Another block. Boy, the Hawks have really blocked a lot of shots. That centering pass, oh, it works, but Hamilton is just offside. He brought it right back out offside. There were some good opportunities to move the puck. I believe Netchus was wide open in the slot, and they never could get it to him. So Aho loses that draw. And out come the Hawks. Drop pass by Strome is unsuccessful, and out comes Aho, who just gets it in deep. At this point in the game, that's got to be your focus, is just get it in deep. Play smart, don't take penalties, don't have any dumb turnovers, and don't get caught defensively. Those are the main things, and Net just can't handle that pass. It just rolled off of his stick. And that one, the same goes that way for Kirby Dach. Dach across the blue, and this is big. Nylander, big glove save from Mrazek. Pesci's got to move it. Just got to move it. It's not the ideal scenario, having to just basically give it up like that and turn it right back over into the neutral zone. The Hurricanes have got to play safe. Stahl across the blue. Peels away from that defenseman. Looking for teammates. I just get it toward the net. Stahl gets a second chance toward the net. Karavainen, no help. Just no help. He had no help from his forwards or his defense. And now it looks like Gardner's been beaten, but a great back check there by Fast. Prevents that one-timer. May have just gotten a piece of it, Mrazek did. Back, and they score. And we're even at 3 with 3:45 remaining. The Hawks have now tied it. The Hurricanes just cannot allow, they just cannot, there's no excuse for this. No excuse. The Hawks have now tied it at 3. So the Hurricanes are going to need to just go all offense. Here's Dougie Hamilton looking to avenge the goal that never was. The on-mark out with it, trying to break out. The Hawks have been absolutely flurrying the Hurricanes with chances since the second period. It's worked out well for them. They've tied the game, despite the fact they've never really controlled this game. Turned over there. The Hawks' forecheck is really killing Carolina. And no speeder from Jesper Fast. He just sends it in deep. And again, stick lifts his man and doesn't allow him to get it. Poked back in by Fast. Fast has got to go get after it. These guys have got to create a turnover. And a big breakout pass to Taves. Taves a shot on Mrazek. Plays it for Hamilton. Both defensemen in the same corner. That's a great recipe for success there. Fast turning around Keith, but he can't do it. The Hurricanes really need a fresh line. They need a fresh line of bodies, and they will get one. Geeky, a great pass for McGinn. McGinn going around. McGinn in on Subban. A save by Subban. I would say whatever line is freshest, but we'll put the second pairing out, the fourth line. See if McGinn or Martinook can win the draw, and he does. Pesce scores! Brett Pesce. Slap shot off the face-off. That might be Pesce's first of the season. And Subban gives up a crucial goal late. The Hurricanes will take the lead at 19:09. So with all 50 seconds left off the face-off, Pesce rips one right past Subban clean. And now the Hurricanes, this game is theirs. It is all theirs. It is now theirs to control, and the Hawks are going to blow this one. That hurts just as bad as Carolina's loss in Detroit, although Carolina has definitely controlled this game much more than they did at the game in Detroit. So Martinook losing the draw. Well, technically, I think Fogle will help him get the win, or the Hurricanes will win the draw. Poke back out the center. The goaltender is out of the cage. Martinook going with it. Martinook's got it. He's just going to go with it, and he throws it toward the vacant net, and he doesn't hit it. Does not score. Out come the Blackhawks the other way. Shaw poked away by Fleury. 20 seconds remaining. Back in front. Oh, it may have just gone off the post. I'm not entirely sure. Fogle with it. He breaks it out. Fogle going with it with 14 seconds. Throws it toward the empty net. He scores. And Warren Fogle is going to seal this game with the empty net. And the Blackhawks were probably just inches away from tying this game again. And Warren Fogle gets his first of the season, an empty net goal. There you have it, folks. So a couple guys getting their first of the season in this game. So we'll put, I'm not sure which line Dzingle's on. I think he's on the third line, and that line seems a bit tired. Could take a timeout, though. We've got it. Nope, Dzingle's on this line. I take that back. We put the right line out there. Dzingle's out there, so the goaltender should be pulled. Poked away. That pass finds Dzingle, who pulls away. Nope, the goaltender is back in the net. Dzingle going for it. Big glove save by Subban. And that's the game. Dzingle going for the hat trick. Not successful, but the Hurricanes are successful in bouncing back from a tough loss with a victory. So they win in Chicago after a difficult loss in St. Louis, where the offense just didn't show up. Well, the offense showed up in bunches in this one for both teams. Bit of a weird play there from Dougie Hamilton. I don't know what was going on that one. And this maybe, is this the goal that tied the game at 3? But then Brett Pesce, off the face-off, gives the Hurricanes the lead on that one. And his first of the season couldn't have been better timed. The 4th goal of the game for the Hurricanes. And the game winner. So Mrazek facing 25 shots, letting 3 in. That's not a great save percentage, but it might help him improve. I mean, it's hard to do worse than his current save percentage was coming into this game. He had an .880, so actually that's right on par, I think, with the save percentage and the GAA. But yeah, we're just not getting enough great goaltending performances from Peter in this season. He's just not been playing well enough as Peter Mrazek this season, that is. I think it's pretty obvious that James Reimer is our starting goaltender. He's the guy that we have to count on. If we're going to get good goaltending performances from anyone, it's going to be Reimer. So this is a bit... Oh, Niederreiter is back. So there you go. Nino is back in the lineup. So this is an easy decision for me. With Geekie there, I think we're just going to scratch Morgan Geekie. Yep. So we'll scratch Geekie and we'll move Dzingel down to that 4th line. Yeah, I like Fast on the 3rd line. That's fine. That's completely fine. So we will put Niederreiter on the 2nd line. Yep. And so Nino is back. A bit of a risk because he is coming back and is technically still injured. But now it's a chance to put Niederreiter wherever we want. So we'll just put him right here on this line. I'm not sure if 2nd power play or 1st power play unit is the best. It's tough because I do like the options for one-timers. Move Trocheck. Well, no. Put Aho at center. We have left shot, right shot. I'd rather move Svechnikov and Trocheck. So we'll do that. We have a right shot on the left, right shot on the left shot on the right, left shot on the right. And then on the 4-man power play, Dzingel, nope, we're going to go with Niederreiter. Yep, changing the current line. So Dzingel got some power play time. Penalty kill, I'm fine with this penalty kill for right now. I think you got to give those guys some guys need to be given a rest. Penalty kill, I was thinking though we could put Aho on one of these penalty kill lines as well, but it depends on how you want to conserve energy and stuff like that. Extras, 4-on-4. I'm fine with this at 4-on-4. 4-on-4 continued. Yeah, no, this is going to be Niederreiter on that line. 3-on-3. Somewhere in here. See, this is crazy. This is where it gets tough because I do like to have a defenseman out there. We have 3 really serviceable defensemen. But with Niederreiter playing as well as he is, I'd like to put him at 3-on-3. But I like the combinations we have here. Trocheck and Svech. Stahl and Netchus. Aho and Teravainen. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. Extra attacker. Those are fine. Shootout. We'll put Niederreiter in the shootout. Is he on here as a right wing? Changing the current line. Yeah, that's good. All right. So the only thing that sucks with an injury is you have to make those changes. So let's back out to the main screen for just a brief moment. Updated standings. We have 15 points, so it's just a long climb back up the standings. The issue is, look at that. The Devils have 2 games in hand, and it's early to be looking, but they have 2 games in hand. We only have 15 points in 16 games, so we got to start winning. We got to start winning, and the win in Chicago was great to snap it and prevent a losing streak from ever happening. So this game, I'm going to back out for just a brief second. I do want to see something. Where do we play? Because I was thinking of playing Detroit. So we wore Whalers stuff against the Bruins. And then we play Detroit here. Do we play... Let's see, do we play Detroit at home again? We do. Okay, so we'll save it for there. I was going to say, let's see, what kind of games could we do a Whalers game? That would be perfect with Detroit right there. So we'll just save it for that game. Then Chicago. We get Chicago again. It's going to be fun. So what we'll do is we'll just wear, we could wear black or we could wear red. I think let's wear black against Detroit. Let's do that. So play game. And choose the alternate. I'm not sure if this is the alternate. It is. Okay, so we'll wear that against Detroit. Two teams with similar color schemes, it makes a lot of sense to wear black. With Detroit not having any black in their color scheme. They do have silver in their color scheme. Although I don't really know why Carolina got rid of the little bit of silver that they did have in the color scheme. But anyway, that's beside the point. So 7-8-1 coming into this game. It looks like that might be Mrazek in the net. I was going to go back to Reimer, but it's going to be Peter Mrazek. So a chance to get the confidence going. He finally has a win with the last game in Chicago. He got his first win of the season. So Grice with a 908. We could win this. We should win this. And if we don't win this, I'll be very disappointed. So Aho to take the draw. Flanked by Netchus and Svechnikov on his wings. Oh boy, and we've already given up the middle of the ice, so great start there. Remember, this was a Detroit team that did give us a lot of trouble when we played them on the road. We didn't even pick up a point against these guys, and a big miss there. That's just going after it early. Look at that, and a great pass to Aho. Now, we didn't implement, last time we played these guys, we didn't have the implemented strategic changes, so we're going to quickly change up that defensive pair while the puck is in the other end of the ice, but it's got to be a quick change, and that's why. Fortunately, there's a back check. Larkin in on Mrazek. And it's going to be an icing as well as we miss the pass. So very, very risky, but that defensive change did come at a good time for an icing, I guess you could say. But that was a risky change. If they would change quicker, and they should, that could have been completed easily in time. Oh, missed opportunity to hit Netchus on a long pass at the point. One-timer. Move for Teravainen. This group still hasn't gotten off the ice. Teravainen got hit big there. Niederreiter in his return game from injury. Looking to get in there. Oh, tried to pass it and feed it back door. It didn't work out. I think Niederreiter is going to make a huge difference in our team offensively. And you would expect that. We missed him in St. Louis. I think that was pretty abundantly clear. Back in by Teravainen. Getting another change. The rest of the second line is now out there. Back for Gardner, for Pesce, who scored in the last game, got his first of the season. Right on, and Grice is able to hold it and get a whistle. And we'll go third line, and yeah, we'll go third pair. That's fair. So the first pair hasn't really seen a lot of touches already. Shea, turnaround shot, deflected in. I don't even think Grice knows where it is. It was along the side of the net. Nemesnikov broken in, but broken up by the defense. Trocheck moves it in on Mrazek, and I don't know. I would have frozen that if I was Mrazek. But it's all hindsight now. Backdoor, trying to find Fast, going right to the net. It almost worked out. Jesper Fast going right to the net. Good play by Pesci. Nemesnikov can't get it to Biega onside. And offside come the Red Wings. There's Niederreiter still leading the team in points despite missing a handful of games with injury. He was injured in that game in Vegas. So he's missed a couple of games. Hurricanes are quickly glad to welcome him back. Slavin to get it in the corner. Peels away from the forecheck and moves it promptly for Foegele. Foegele across on the entry. Drop pass for Slavin. Slavin still with no real help. Tied up was Foegele. He doesn't like that. Timashov moving it. Foegele trying to dance his way around. He does and can't successfully get a shot through. Nemeth with the good defense there. Filppula bringing it in, protecting it on the wall, looking for Nemeth on a drop. Timashov off the post, but Mrazek had it sealed. And out come the Hurricanes with a breakout pass there from Dougie Hamilton, not handled very well by Jordan Martinook. Nemesnikov in the wing, looking, shot on, saved Mrazek. Flurry back out the other way. Foegele with a 3-on-2 rush for the Hurricanes. Peels away, shoots, and he misses the net. Slavin in to get it. He pinches in and gets it, moves it down low for Foegele. Foegele behind the net trying to push the puck, but he can't before Sam Gagner comes back the other way. Trying to gain the red line, he can't, but he does find Timashov, who's defended well. To try to do a few dekes around his man. And back out to center go the Red Wings. Are forced to reset. And Timashov on the opposite side wing this time breaks it in. Gagner peeling away from that defense. Good shot on by Bertuzzi. It's not, I'm not sure if that even got on the net. Timashov defended well. Looking for Gagner, and a trip is going to come to the Hurricanes. They're going to get called for tripping here. A penalty to the Hurricanes, so to the penalty kill. Early in this game, about halfway through the first period, face-off won by Larkin, and he goes right to the front of the net looking for a chance on the side of the net. Red Wings looking to score on their former goaltender, Peter Mrazek, who used to tend the net for this team. Hurricanes have really got to kill this penalty off. Can't allow Detroit to grab any early momentum. And a good stick check by Netchis as it goes right back out to center. And Zadina is going to ice it. He missed his man on that pass, and an icing to the Red Wings. So a chance for an offensive zone, attacking zone face-off for the Hurricanes on the penalty kill. They don't have to get carried away here, but a shot on that would not be the worst thing in the world if they can get possession and get it, but they never got possession. So out comes Bertuzzi. He's defended well by Trocheck, and Trocheck is not, he is determined to not allow the Red Wings to set up offensively, and they're not going to be able to set up at least on this initial possession here. Fabry poke check back away by Gardner, but it never escaped the zone. Trocheck behind the net, battling with his man. Hurricanes trying to just get in the shot lanes. They do successfully. And Fast is not successful moving it out. Bertuzzi a chance. Trocheck just misses it. And he goes out for Fast, who sends it. And is this going to be? This is going to be delay of game. Yes, but Fast clears it out of play. Under pressure there. He had all the time in the world. And he still ices it. You see it right here. It just clears the ice. Or just clears the glass, rather. And because that was in the defensive zone, I do want to see that back, though. I do want to see that back. Was that in the defensive zone? It was. It was well in the defensive zone, actually. You do see it was just in the defensive zone. He had time to skate it out before flicking it out, but this is a very unfortunate penalty for Jesper Fast. The Hurricanes had a great penalty kill at 5-on-4. Now they have to go to 5-on-3. Stahl with a good stick check there. The Hurricanes just need to defend the slot backdoor areas. Mrazek with a great save. And the Hurricanes are going to kill that first penalty off, but they still have more to kill off. And they have done so successfully so far. A good start to the kill here. The second penalty to Jesper Fast. So they're back to 5-on-4. So they have 4 men back on the ice. So that makes it a lot easier. Well defended by Brady Shea. Wow, what a kill. And he clears it the full length. And Grice plays it. Drops it off for Zadina, but he's pressured by Stahl. Backdoor for McGinn. Oh, McGinn almost scored. McGinn with a good opportunity on a surprise chance from Jordan Stahl. Stahl is going to go to the box. He's going to take a hooking penalty, and 5-on-3 again for the Hurricanes. And I would imagine this would be an early timeout. This would be an early timeout for the Hurricanes. They are just not looking in control of this game. And the penalty kill is just going to have to go to work here. Hurricanes need to settle it down, get their head in the game. Jordan Stahl, a bad penalty. No need to take it, especially forechecking, offensive zone penalty. Just not a very good penalty. Well, Netches wins the draw. And backdoor somehow stayed out. Shea finds Slavin. Slavin through middle. And he just throws it in with 8 seconds left. And it will be back to another 5-on-4 kill. As now it looks like Jesper Foss is on the ice. He's going to join his penalty killing teammates. And Netches just sends it in. This one's out of play, but because it's in the neutral zone, it will not be a delay of game. Unlike Jesper Foss penalty. So 5-on-4 for the third time. Oh, Pesce. Pressured. Peels away from the pressure though. And just gets it across the blue line. A quick shot on the net. It's going in. Brett Pesce scores from way outside. And he's going to score shorthanded. His second of the season is a shorthanded goal. It looked like it completely fooled Thomas Greiss. It's just a little dump in on the net, essentially, and it hits the blocker and trickles in. I'm not completely sure how a goaltender allows that, but the Hurricanes will take the early lead shorthanded after 3 back-to-back penalties. Back-to-back-to-back penalties, I should say. Brett Pesce from essentially the blue line on a little wrist shot dump in. With 59 seconds left on the kill, so Gardner, an easy decision to just flip this the length of the ice, or at least attempt to flip it the length of the ice. And there's Pesce. Oh, that shot in on net, saved by Mrazek, and Teravainen attempts to clear. Fabry with a good job to knock that down the hand-eye. Larkin defended well by Brett Pesce, the goal-scoring man, and McGinn flips it back in. Gardner chasing it down like a forward. He does not need to get caught on this penalty kill. Pesce, another great play, and he draws a trip. Brett Pesce, what a shift. What a last couple of shifts. Trip to Larkin, and the Hurricanes are going to get an abbreviated power play. There will be 4 less seconds than would be ordinarily on it. You see the trip there to Larkin on Pesce. Brett Pesce playing absolutely amazing. Amazing couple of shifts for Brett Pesce. The Hurricanes defenseman playing fantastic to start this game. That clearing attempt is knocked down by Sebastian Aho. So the Hurricanes are officially on a power play. And they have a shorthanded goal. So you'd imagine this might be a night for the special teams. Hamilton moving it. Hamilton still looking for his first goal in the season. Hasn't scored one. Even strength power play, nothing. Just doesn't have one. Stahl ragging with the puck, waiting for a teammate to get on the ice. It was Brady Shea getting on the ice there. Looking, finds Stahl, cranked on, and it was blocked down by a teammate. Trocheck looking, finds Aho backdoor, but he cannot fully connect with it. Shea with a good opportunity to keep the zone, but he could not. 44 seconds remaining. Shea protects the puck, breaks it in, skates in, pulls up, shoots over the net. And this is going to create a great opportunity for Detroit by missing the net like that. No, they get at the corner. So a good pressure there from Slavin, but it's going to kill the penalty. And they score! They score shorthanded. It might be a shorthanded goal. I'm not sure if time had expired, but the Red Wings get right back after the puck, and it does lead. It is shorthanded. And that missed shot does lead to a great chance to see Gagne wins the board battle and move it right out front for Gagne. And both teams have scored shorthanded. And we're even at 1, 14 seconds remaining on the Hurricanes power play. So the Hurricanes wasted power play opportunity, much like Detroit wasted multiple power play opportunities. Gagne in, the man who just scored shorthanded, looking for more. And Net just moves it. He's going to ice it. It was I don't know what that was. It was a missed opportunity there for Netches to get it out, and the Hurricanes still going with an aggressive setup on the face-off. This is a bit risky. Niederreiter a chance to get out there and block that. He didn't. It's a good chance on the net for the Red Wings. Netjes out to center, dances around the defense. Netjes from outside, shot on, blocker saved by Grice. And the last time he had to make one of those, though, he let up a goal. See if Hamilton can force the issue for checking. He does. Helps Stahl out. Teravainen looking. Finds Stahl, a quick one-timer that never got to the net. Hooked away. Stahl almost taking his second hooking penalty in the night. Good play there by Dougie Hamilton. Doug the Thug. Shooting. Saved. Blocker save. I think there's one key thing that we've learned tonight. Shoot blocker side on Thomas Grice because he struggled with a lot of blocker side saves. Back out to Stahl at center ice. Stahl loses the puck to Filppula on a missed deke attempt. And poked away by Slavin. He finds Jordan Stahl, who gets it back in deep, just trying not to make any dumb plays. Forces Stetcher. Never could create a turnover, but he definitely made things difficult for Stetcher. And if anything, bought time for his teammates to make a change. And Pesce, who's played a great game early in this one. Gardner moves it in, tried to move it in deep. And the Red Wings create a good turnover. Nemeth out to Nemesnikov, poked out center. But not poked away. Ernie turned over. Dzingel trying to outmaneuver his man, but he couldn't. Pesce trying to find a zone entry. Lost the puck, trying to wait for a teammate to get on side. It will be the end of the first, an eventful first period. Two teams getting in penalty trouble, and both teams finding a way to score shorthanded. It's a very odd game. 12 shots for Detroit, 9 for Carolina. So both teams getting their fair share of first period chances. And the Hurricanes, with 9 shots despite the penalty trouble, is actually probably a pretty impressive stat. So they still managed to find a way to fire on 9 shots on the net, despite getting in penalty trouble and having to go to the kill on 3 straight occasions. Trocheck splitting right through the defense, looks and finds fast, 2 shoots, and saved by Grice. Bit of jawing going on back and forth in front of the net, but nothing will come of it. Trocheck on the forehand, wins it to Fleury, who shoots, saved by Grice. Not necessarily an easy save, but he made it look easy. And that same group will stay out there for Carolina. Trocheck opposed by Larkin. Trocheck loses this one. He was strong. He's been strong on the forehand this season, but never been so strong on the backhand this season, taking the draw. For that drop, they score on the backdoor one-timer. And this is what Detroit did in Detroit. They just got in behind the Carolina defense. And I think Carolina just needs to start. They need to put their first group out there, but they need to start collapsing more. They're not covering that back door, and I don't even know what the solution is. This is pretty similar to what happened to them against St. Louis, although the rush play for Detroit is not as aggressive. But it's to give up 2 straight like that, and the shorthanded one on that forechecking play, that's just frustrating to not be leading this game. Larkin played well by Hamilton, moves it for Slavin to Netjes. Netjes on the wing, finds Svechnikov. This group can really create. Svech, a shot that just misses the net. Slavin hammers it back in, well over the net. Hamilton keeps it in, throws it back in toward the net, blocked down. So the Hurricanes looking to just quickly respond by throwing everything on the net. And this is what they do. They respond by just throwing everything on the net, but they are getting caught out defensively. Slavin trying to find a breakout play. He's bumped a couple of times by Larkin. Aho out-dangled himself. Slavin defending that break-in attempt by Larkin. Back goes Mantha. The goal scorer for Detroit, or the latest goal scorer, Teravainen, gets bumped a bit. Oh, down low. Teravainen was just getting to his feet. Oh, a risky pass right up the middle from Detroit, but Zadina is going to come back the other way. Good poke check by Pesce. If the Hurricanes could put, about 5 Brett Pesces on the ice, that would, at all times, that would be perfect. They would win the game. They could put 5 Brett Pesces on the ice. Ryan really winning a puck battle there against the Hurricanes, almost outmanning the Hurricanes himself. Out comes Niederreiter. The fresh addition to the lineup is Nino. Nino going behind his net, looking in front. trying to find a teammate, but well defended by Detroit, and the Hurricanes are jumping up to try and create a turnover. So Pesce getting a little help from his teammates to be able to do that and go that aggressive. But I guess the Hurricanes are a bit hungry to create some offense after giving up the 2 straight. Oh, great turnover created by Teravainen. He can just stay with it, throws it back in. Nemeth was able to handle that. Put back by Fleury. And this is the Hurricane style. It's just suffocating, no room, no space. The Red Wings are not even able to break it out. They haven't been able to make a clean breakout on this possession here at all. Ernie looking to help. Fleury should have just cleared the zone there. And the Red Wings still with possession. Right in on Mrazek, a save. Fleury tries to clear. It didn't work. A save by Mrazek. It goes in, though. And it's going to be Filppula's goal. And I don't even know what's going on right now. The Hurricanes cannot clear. They're having a very difficult time clearing. I don't even know. I don't know what the solution is now if you're Carolina. What do? Do you change your defensive pairs? Do you change your forward lines? That's flipped out of play. Detroit leading 3-1. It has got to be go time. It's got to be go time for Carolina. They got to shut down this Detroit attack. And the Detroit attack hasn't even been that threatening. They just haven't gotten any goaltending from Mrazek. Haven't gotten great defense or goaltending, but we've got to find some offense sooner or later. Fleury attacking the defense, trying to find fast on a drop pass. It never got there. So Hamilton recovering to get that puck. McGinn through the neutral, poked away by Helm. And a great opportunity for Fast to get to that. Helm back with it. Playing with fire. Hamilton throws it back in. Tipped on. McGinn a chance after that loose play out in front. And McGinn doesn't like it. He's jawing away. And there's going to be a fight here. Merrill and McGinn are going to go. McGinn not liking it. Trying to get a spark for his team. So he's going to fight Merrill right in front of the Detroit net. Knocks his bucket off. A couple of overhands. An uppercut there from Merrill. Again trying an uppercut himself. An overhand there missed by Merrill. McGinn a couple of punches. And McGinn gives him a go. And McGinn's going to win this fight. And that'll definitely help the Hurricanes with their energy and give them a nice boost. Hopefully give them a spark here so they can create and score some goals. The offense is severely lacking. You see them jawing out in front. They just decide they're going to go. Hurricanes will put their first line out to face Zadina, Fabry, and Ryan on the second line for Detroit. Face-off won by the Red Wings. Back into Zadina. Good turnover opportunity created by Netchis. Just let those 4 checkers go to work. But now this is where Carolina cannot get burned, and they are so far. They're getting burned. Fabry, a good play by Hamilton still to recover on Fabry. Netchis coming with Svechnikov. Netchis peeling away, gets pinned, but has help in the support of Dougie Hamilton. Hamilton, a shot blocked away into the corner. Oh, and trying to find Netchis. Netchis, a slap shot, he scores! Martin Netchis stays with it and he scores right in the high slot, a slap shot from the high slot, and that's going to bring Carolina back within 1. It's exactly what they needed right after the fight win. And there it is. Right in the top corner, he did not miss with that placement. You see he missed the initial chance and then gets it right back. And he didn't miss the second one. So that lead has been brought down to 1. And it's unfortunate that the Hurricanes are having to bring the lead back to 1. But it is what it is. Hamilton sends it right back in, letting the Hurricanes go to work. Getting that forechecking shift done. A good job by Svechnikov. Poked back in by Slavin. Gets some help. In front, turns and finds Aho off the side of the net. You can see that Hurricanes are definitely buzzing much more now. The fight win has definitely helped them. The fight by McGinn. Oh, and the back door was wide open. The Hurricanes are giving that up a lot in this game, and they did that in Detroit as well. It didn't work out for them. Niederreiter is poked away by DeKaiser. Poked away by Gardner. Good defense by Gardner. Gardner's all over Biega. He's not giving up on that one. Poked back in by Niederreiter. The Hurricanes are just all over it. They see the puck and they go right after it. They're hungry to go right after it. Gardner, a good defensive play at the blue line. And he's going to ice it, but that's fine. Hurricanes will take an icing here. If the Hurricanes can be that stingy on the blue line and not make any mistakes defensively, they could shut this Detroit team down easily. It's just a matter of not making mistakes and getting caught on the break ends and not allowing Detroit to get set up offensively. It's once Detroit gets set up offensively is where you start running into trouble and they can find that backdoor play. The poke there. Play by Niederreiter to get there defensively and helping out on the wing for Teravainen. Teravainen is in. Teravainen shoots, saved by Greiss. He got right in on top of Greiss. Good opportunity, denied by Greiss. Trocheck wins it back to Hamilton. Hamilton through, saved, and somehow Hamilton does not score. Hamilton had a brilliant opportunity to score off of that. Again, moves it for Slavin. Slavin not really getting a lot of help there. Finally gets some support from McGinn. We'll take a look at that opportunity from Dougie Hamilton. Hamilton down low, shoots in on Greiss, and another save by Greiss on Hamilton. See if we can see that save one more time. We'll see if they give us a replay. They sure are. See, Hamilton shoots a save off the helmet, and then somehow he swats it out from behind him, and it never went in. I thought for sure Dougie might have his first of the season right there. It was a brilliant opportunity. Let's take a quick look at it right here. We'll see it right here. It's Hamilton shoots. Not a lot of traffic. You can certainly see it. Saved off the blocker. Up off the mask. He heads it, knocks it down, and he gets a little help as well from Merrill. So Merrill helping him clear it. But the Hurricanes, again, that pressure, when they're attempting to break out, they're all over Detroit. And they're not giving Detroit any time or any space. Trocheck can't win this one. But the forecheck is all over him. It's all over Detroit. It just hasn't created enough turnovers in this one. But a 2-on-1 here. Helm saved by Mrazek. And it's unfortunate that Mrazek has already given up 3. So that has really been a big crutch. That one off the outside of the post by Fast. He just missed it. Did he ever just miss it? Forechecking pressure is all over the Detroit Red Wings. Out for Ryan. Bobby Ryan, the break-in. Poked away. Fleury moving it to McGinn, who moves it for Martinook. Jordan Martinook is in. And he drops it. Oh, he played it into the corner. I was expecting a drop pass to Dzingel, and now it's an odd rush the other way for the Red Wings. They missed a wide open net. Was missed. He had a wide open, gaping net. Misses on the side. It's Fabry there. Fleury can't move it. The Hurricanes just having a difficult time. When they get penned and hemmed in, they just can't move it. Martinook moves it out on the wing. He does have Dzingel up at the point, and Dzingel trying to go one-on-one. He does. Dzingel peels away from that, but it gets poked back out to Ryan, and the Hurricanes are changing as well, so not a good time for a change. Slavin a great recovery. Mrazek not liking this, and he's just going to get a whistle. The Hurricanes are playing with fire. Their D are getting caught. The D are getting caught, it seems like, way too often. Shot saved by Mrazek. That one-timer straight on. Hamilton trying to work it behind the net. And he moves it for Aho. A bit of a risky pass. I don't know why you'd move it for Aho right there in the middle. Never go up the middle. Right on the boards for Netches. 7 seconds left. Let's see if there's some last-minute fire here in the second period for the Hurricanes before they get to the third. There isn't. Netches bumps right into Greiss. A bit of a funny play to end the period, but I think it's just a harmless, innocent play. And we will have one more period to play. Carolina being outshot still 21-17, so Carolina has got to find a way to get some offense. It has to come in this period. That just peels away with it. And then taken off of it by the Red Wings. But a good interception. Svechnikov is offside. Hurricanes are quickly going to change that line. Second line out there. Oh, Stahl just went a bit early. Easy win for Detroit. Merrill going. Turned over by Bertuzzi. Oh, but Stahl can't find a teammate. And again, a forced pass and a neutral ice turnover, but offside. Go the Red Wings, so we'll have another defensive neutral zone draw for the Hurricanes. Stahl opposed by Larkin on the face-off, and Jordan wins this one. Out to Niederreiter, but lost again. The Hurricanes are getting passes, but then they're quickly turning them over. Choosing a chance with Mantha. Mantha moves it. The Hurricanes have been watching that slot area ever since Detroit's been so dangerous there on that slot and backdoor area. Teravainen peeling away, finding Stahl. He can't get the one-timer. He was well defended by Mantha. It's sent back in. It's poked back in. Niederreiter gets it, peels away, looking for teammates. Finds Stahl, then Slavin. Slavin down for Niederreiter. Backdoor to Teravainen, who had a backdoor open, but he didn't have the angle. Great chance for Pesce-Dekrina to turn over there, but the Hurricanes are all over it. They just can't get that turnover. Shot on, saved by Mrazek. Larkin with it. Aho and Svechnikov just going at it, creating another turnover for themselves. This line, it's Svechnikov with Aho and Netchis. Svech has to go himself, saved and picked off by Greiss. This first line, you would imagine Carolina is going to have to lean on this first line in this third and final period to try to get offense. It could come from anywhere, but this is a line they will lean on. Shot blocked by a Detroit player. Out in front, Svechnikov, he airmailed it right over the net. Had a great opportunity. Netchis turned over, sent back into the corner. Svechnikov to the point, intercepted by Ryan. And that's a difficult interception there to just hand the puck right back over, and it helps the Detroit breakout as well. 2-on-1, Ryan saved by Mrazek. He's been all under pressure in this game from the Detroit Red Wings, and they score. This has been a very tough game for the Hurricanes. They just can't get a break. So the Hurricanes, there was a delayed call as well in the play, and now the Hurricanes are down 2-1, or 2 goals rather, 4-2 now. They just haven't gotten any goaltending from Mrazek in this season and in these head-to-heads. It just hasn't gone their way. Mrazek another save there. They just haven't gotten the goaltending, and they haven't played well defensively and matched up well defensively against Detroit for whatever reason. But it is what it is. Got to go after it now. Down 2 goals. Filppula a chance, misses the net. And the Hurricanes, they look flustered. Flustered by Detroit, but here comes Fast. He's in, shoots, tries to find McGinn, just no communication there. Trocheck and McGinn trying to go and create a turnover any which way they can. Fleury back with it, drops it off for Trocheck, finds Fast. And remember, Carolina did take their time out. Here's Fast. He gets knocked down to the ice. Trying to create any kind of opportunity he can. Can't blame him. And the backdoor scores 5-2. And that's going to pretty much seal it. Detroit's going to win this game, which is really unfortunate for Carolina. Detroit is going to win. It's 5-2. No way Carolina is scoring 3 straight. This has been a very difficult game. Very frustrating and very annoying to play a team like Detroit and just get stomped all over. Trying to go for Dougie Hamilton. Hamilton can't even get a breakout play going. Here comes Foegele. Warren Foegele steaming in on net. Shoots in on Greiss, and Greiss handles that easily. Dzingel going after Helm. Trying to go and agitate Darren Helm. Marnook wins the draw to Hamilton. Shoots, and I'm not sure if there was a save there. Foegele can't even play the puck there. Hooked back in by Dzingel. And Dzingel's going to take a penalty. And to the box goes Ryan Dzingel. A bit of a frustration penalty from Dzingel. Not a good night for the Hurricanes. It's just not been a good night for the Hurricanes. Shot off the mask of Mrazek. Hurricanes are only thinking about offense at this stage of things. Poked back in. Here comes Brett Pesce, but a penalty is called. Pesce had a breakaway, but a penalty was called. That's going to negate the breakaway. But here comes Pesce anyway the other way. Remember, he does have that shorthanded goal, so maybe he does have a little more shorthanded magic in him. Goes behind the net. Pesce looking to start a fight in the neutral ice, and it's going to be a penalty called. And Pesce just jawing with one of the Red Wings players, and we're going to get another penalty to the Hurricanes. It's just been that kind of night. Stahl loses the faceoff. Mantha shot over the net. Out to Netchis. Don't know why Mrazek didn't play that. He could have played it. A big save from Mrazek. Netchis can't handle that. Pass out for Stahl, misses, and it's been a night to forget for the Hurricanes. It really has. It's been a night to forget. Hayden Fleury with a rush play. And Fleury with a good chance on the net, or a good chance to create there. Hammers it back in. Netchis from way outside. Hammers it back in. Hurricanes are back to 5-on-4 now. Jordan Stahl's penalty having expired. Poked away. Netchis pokes it back out the center. Where Hamilton will get it. For Trocheck. Across the blue. Poked away. Taken off the puck. Poked away by Hamilton. Shot on. Doesn't get to the net. Shot on Mrazek. Saved off the mask again. Mrazek has had some really crazy saves in this game. Hamilton a shot on. He gets blocked away by a Red Wings player up over the net. Roenick breaking out for Ryan to Nemesnikov. He's taken off of the puck, back in, goes fast. Shot on, and Grice is going to freeze it. The Hurricanes have Chicago coming into this building next. A team they just beat, so it'll be nice to play a team that we know we can beat. Having trouble with Detroit in 2 of the 3 games this year. Svechnikov in front for all, and they cannot score. Saved by Mrazek. Out for Aho. Aho a cut. Looks. Throws it in on the net. It didn't work out. Svechnikov trying to find some help with Dougie Hamilton. Hamilton a shot wide of the net. Gagne deals it to Timashov. Helm. Dropped for DeKaiser. Poked away. DeKaiser with a rush play. What a back check by Svechnikov. Hurricanes have just been chasing the play all game. Back in, it's off a body, nearly went out of play, somehow stayed in. Hurricanes just trying to salt this game away so they can forget about it. Thrown in by Aho on Grice, they just can't seem to solve Grice at the moment. There is no solution for Tomas Grice. And it doesn't matter. With 2.5 minutes remaining, just end the game. Stahl can't win the draw. Hook back in. Larkin is absolutely crunched in the corner by Gardner. Here comes Stahl with a move. Oh, what a chance that would have been. He created a great opportunity for himself and for Niederreiter, but he couldn't hit Niederreiter with the pass. Here comes Pesce back in. Pesce rolling high on confidence. He has a couple of goals. Back in, Teravainen denied by Greiss. And the Hurricanes are frustrated. They just can't solve the Red Wings goaltender or the Red Wings defense right now. Shea a shot, misses the net entirely. Teravainen moves it for Niederreiter. Niederreiter pulls up, drop pass for Shea. Shea a shot through, it never got on net, right over the net, wide of the net. Stahl with a good forecheck there, but again, they just aren't able to get on top of it. And a breakaway. The Mrazek seals off. McGinn off the post. Hurricanes just can't buy a goal in this game. They finally do. They get one from Trocheck. Trocheck makes it a 2-goal game. That's just nothing but a feel-good goal. I don't know where that was the rest of the game. That'll do nothing more than make you feel a little bit less disappointed in your effort in this game. But you got to play 60 minutes. You can't come out and play one period. Biega going back with it. He gets hit hard along the boards. Fleury just getting to it, and that's going to be the end of the game. The Red Wings win, and a tough loss for the Hurricanes. They did not play their best game at all. Time to go back to James Reimer, and I think Reimer is going to be the guy for multiple games. We need to stop putting Mrazek in the net unless we absolutely have to. I don't care if we have to grind the guy into the ground. Reimer's going back in, and I'm going to absolutely make sure we sim up to the next game. Going to absolutely make sure it's James Reimer. There is no one else that can play in the net now. It's got to be James Reimer. No excuses. Nope. Get Mrazek out. Make Reimer the starting goaltender. We will have a chance with Reimer. So dropping another tough game in regulation, not what you want to see. But now we have a chance to get right back at Chicago, who we just played. And we absolutely must win. Yeah, an hour and a half. Perfect. We're an hour and a half after 2 games, so that's pretty much right on cue with what I was expecting in terms of the time it would take. So, Chicago we just beat on the road. No way we can't beat these guys at home. So Subban goes into that again, and he doesn't have the greatest save percentage, but this time it's Reimer versus Subban. So we have a little bit different goaltending matchup. I like our chances in this game. Let's try not to get caught. We're going to go to collapsing and puck side. I don't really remember much about the way the Hawks played, but already a dump in on the net. We got to come out on fire, especially after that last game and our last performance. For Svechnikov, a couple of moves early in front for denied. Svech a wrap chance denied out front, and here come the Blackhawks the other way. That's just a good stick there. And Keith has been tripped by Svechnikov, so already an early penalty kill for the Hurricanes. So we pick up right where we left off against Detroit in taking penalties and in taking dumb ones. So Pesce, quick clear, back out the other way. Maybe you can get another short-handed chance. Who knows? But that was not a good omen for the last game to take penalties this early. So right out of the gate, taking another penalty. That one looks like it was just over the net. And McGinn just dumps it back out the other way. And this will force the Hawks to reset, but it allows Hurricanes as well to reset. Reimer a good save on that backdoor try. Pesce quickly out. And that should give the Hurricanes enough chance to make a change and alleviate things as well. Slavin, good defensive play. Shea just does miss getting it out. And then he gets the puck back. And he doesn't miss with this one. Slavin needs to get back on D, so he'll switch up with Trocheck and Dzingel. Brinkat circling back in his own end. Nice poke check by Trocheck. Poke back out. Hurricanes doing a good job on this penalty kill. Very stingy. Didn't give Chicago much time or much space to really do a whole lot of anything. So back on the attack for the Hurricanes. Here comes Jordan Stahl back the other way. He just gets it in deep. Back for Slavin. Slavin a good bit of support. He can't throw it on net. Hooked back in by Jordan Stahl. Stahl going into the corner with Duncan Keith. Stahl scores! 4 checks and scores. And I'm not sure, does Jordan Stahl have a goal this season? He did not. That's his first of the season, and it comes in a big time on a big forechecking play. Creates this himself, battles one-on-one with Keith in the corner and scores. That's exactly what we need. Early lead. This one doesn't come shorthanded. It comes at even strength. And much like the game in Chicago, we did score first. So, good start. Good omen, maybe. Netchus around the outside, peels away. Looking in front, trying to find Aho. Play by Hamilton to defend that well. It was a deflection attempt in front. They ended up being blocked away. Back at the point to Murphy. And a good job by Wow, Netchus just all over his guy. Netchus in. Second chance is off the outside of the net. Carpenter comes away with it. Netchus with a really excellent shift there. And it's dumped out of play by the Blackhawks. So 7-9-1, 15 points. That's clearly not a very strong record. It's below 500. We need to at least get to playing above 500 for the time being, but we would ultimately like to finish well above 500. We're not even at 500 right now, and the points have not been flowing in through the first bit of the season. But the good news is it's November. It's early. There's a lot of games left to be played, and there's a lot of teams to play. The thing is it's been tough because we've been getting a majority of our points have been coming against against Western Conference teams rather, and we haven't been able to beat these Eastern Conference teams. At least in regulation, we've lost 2 in a row to Detroit in regulation. We should have at least come away with 1 point in one of those games, but I guess that just is what it is. Trocheck fishes it out. Back for Gardner, one-timer on the net, saved by Subban again. Fast having to battle with his guy. I think that's... I'm not sure who that is. It's Smith, though. I'm going to look at the rosters here. Shaw to Janmark. Janmark misses it wide. Jordan Stahl's got to come in there and fight with Zadorov on that. Poked away by Pesce. That'll help. Again on the breakout. Going with Fost. Interchange with Fost. Fost pulls out. Looks to find McGinn, but well played by Carlson. So now Stahl has the back check and play defense for a little bit. Saved by Reimer. Reimer plays it to Pesce. Pesce with no one to pass to just has to gain the red line himself and get it in. Nothing wrong with that. Just throw it right back in. Poked away by Niederreiter. The corner with it is to Brinkat. Poked away by Pesce. And now comes Niederreiter. And neutralize, he could just... Oh, my goodness. Niederreiter. With Strome with it, out for the breakout to Kane. Poked away, Teravainen. Scored in the last game against Chicago. He had a nifty little goal there against his former team. Dzingel just getting it in deep. Dzingel with a 2-goal performance against Chicago. It would be nice if he could repeat that as well. Poked back in, Fleury. Martinook to Dzingel to Fogle. Back for Fleury. Hurricanes looking to set up a breakout. Going to Shea to his defensive partner, and then finally to Fogle. And the breakout is there. Oh, I'm not sure what Fogle was doing there. Turnover. Here comes Nylander. That just chips it back in. Fleury moves it on the wing for Netchus, but Netchus was not there. So not a lot of help given to Fleury. Back in on Reimer. He plays it for Hamilton to Aho. Aho across the blue attacking zone. Shift here. Aho to Fleury. Fleury a shot right on. Saved by Subban. Forecheck getting to work. Down low. Oh, Svechnikov denied. That's just trying to move it for Svechnikov. He could not. Oh, great stick there, but Nylander held on to it. Peary off the outside of the goal. Fleury working his man below the net. Can't lose his man. Can't lose that backdoor play. Out there is Netches. Netches has played very well. Very good to play, well-played game defensively, but he's also created drop pass for Fleury. Fleury has a man going to the net looking for a tip, but it wasn't there. Hamilton pinned. With Stahl, kicks it back. Oh, Niederreiter, right place, right time there to create a turnover. Hamilton moves it to his point man, Fleury. Down low for Netches. It doesn't work out for now, but Netches had temporarily retrieved possession. He forces his man behind the net. And out to Doc at center. Niederreiter fighting for possession. Stahl gets it to Niederreiter. Passing back into their own zone to try to create some sort of a breakout. Niederreiter around the defense, cuts up, looks in front for a Stahl, but no tip really was there. He didn't get a good chunk of it. Vogel creating a turnover, going with Niederreiter. Niederreiter's shots right on Stahl, rebound, saved by Subban. And the fourth line can finally get out. That line was out there for a while for Carolina, and they were tired. Very tired. Let's see if this fourth line can create or generate something. I'd like to see. That was my fault there. The mic. I do apologize there. Poked back out by Gardner. Gardner is forced to the outside, but he says no problem. Stays with it, and Subban just melts that one down. Man, what a great chance that would have been for Jake Gardner. He did create a great offensive rush play. I don't know if it was in, I think it was Vegas or St. Louis. I can't remember which building it was in. He created a great rush play for his teammates, and we scored a goal off of it, off of a Jake Gardner opportunity. Back for Slavin, shot on. Wow, Slavin has got a cannon. Boss stays with it. Back for Hamilton. Hamilton is still looking for his first goal of the season. Again, looking around the defense, can't quite get the positioning, and missed the pass for Slavin at the point. So Hamilton having to go back and play retrieval. He does, and finds McGinn on the breakout. Again, with no teammates really, McGinn across the line. Looking for a play in front. Trocheck tips it right on, but blocked by DeHaan, the former Hurricane. DeHaan in for Trocheck. Trocheck looking for a drop for Fast right in front. It was there. It was definitely available. Slavin right on. Fast, a rebound chance. Subban melts it down. So the opportunities offensively are definitely readily available. Fourth line back out. That line with Vogel, Martinook, and Dzingel. Dzingel was playing on the second line for the time being while Niederreiter was injured. And Gardner just cranks it right over the net. But he was playing up, and he played pretty well while he was up. But he's been moved back down to the fourth line. I wouldn't say it's a demotion. It's just he's been moved down. And there's a trip. Dzingel has been tripped in the neutral ice, and Dzingel has played very hard against the Chicago team. Made it very difficult for Chicago. So the Hurricanes could end the period with a goal here. Big power play coming up. Aho wins it. Teravainen looking. Passes for Svechnikov. Svechnikov looking. Peels up. Looking to the back door. Trying to find it. Trocheck in front. Aho can't put it home. Aho in the corner. Moves it for Svechnikov. Back for Aho. Svechnikov. Teravainen. Cuts. Looks. Shoots. Off of Subban. Trocheck looking in front. Teravainen loses it to Shaw, and Shaw's back the other way for 4 seconds. He has a breakaway. Short-handed, saved by Reimer off of Shaw at the very end of the period. The Hurricanes fumbled with it, and they had some good looks there on the power play, but they could not convert. And a 15-shot first period for the Hurricanes to the Blackhawks 6. 6 of those came at the very, very end of the period for the Blackhawks, with Shaw with at least 2 chances on the net while short-handed. And that was something that really blew the floodgates open, I think, for Detroit in the last game, was the short-handed goal. It was a deflating goal after having scored first on a short-handed goal themselves from Pesce in the last game. Trocheck looking to the middle. Aho, quick shot on. And Subban's going to freeze that. So an early power play, a minute left on it to start the third period, fresh ice. And a chance to just settle down and try to see what's available. Svechnikov looking down low to Aho. Aho rolling out of that play. Back for Gardner. Pokes it back in. Can the Hurricanes hold it in, though? They do for now. Nope, Trocheck cannot get it. It is alleviated out of play. And that's going to be a quick change for... Well, I think the Hurricanes are actually going to keep that group on. They do keep that group on. Aho can't win the draw this time, but he does get to it. Backdoor for Svechnikov. He could not hit the net. Moves it for Svechnikov. In front, plays it off of Subban, and Subban melts that down. I'm not sure if Svechnikov hit the net, but he had a great opportunity. Aho found him. And this might be that chance. That is the chance right there. Denied. Rapid fire. Aho wins it. Teravainen for Hamilton. Blocked away. So a great block in front, trying to find Svechnikov as Aho. And that's going to do it. And out come the Hawks. They've killed the penalty. Successful kill for the Blackhawks. Hamilton gives up the forecheck to be able to get back on defense. So they have Teravainen and Hamilton on this power play unit, and they're kind of trapped out there for the time being, but Aho with it. Aho rushing it up the ice. No issue here. Drop pass. Svechnikov backhander on net. Saved by Subban. You get the feeling Svechnikov's going to break through in one of these games for a big offensive game. Stahl wins the draw. Pesce, and on the half wall, looking across for Teravainen. Couldn't find it. They did not hook up. Brinkat's poked at the center, and a bad turnover by Pesce. The Brinkat could not succeed off of that easy opportunity he was granted by Brett Pesce's misplay on that point chance. Niederreiter through the middle, just has to send it in. Teravainen, a good forechecking. Establishes a good forecheck. Niederreiter as well. Oh, and Stahl had it. A wide open chance. Pesce misses and fans on another one. Pesce just not playing at the level of game he had in the last game. Poke checked away that chance for Kane. Pesce back up to Martinook, and Martinook just can't even gain the red line. He does eventually, but loses possession and almost creates a turnover there. In comes Smith across the attack into the attacking zone. Reimer seals that short side, moved by Pesce for Fogle. Fogle to Dzingel, to Martinook. This Blackhawks forecheck is really getting to work again. It's much like what we saw in the last game, where the Blackhawks are just aggressive, having made an adjustment between periods. And that's flip dumped down to play by Chicago. So we'll get a neutral zone face-off. Defensive side of the neutral zone for the Hurricanes. Face-off won by the Hawks. Carlson back for Zadorov. To Puri, who just sends it back in. Slavin has to retrieve. Pressured, hit by Carpenter, a little bit by this forecheck, but not much. Poke checked away. McKinn would have been offside, and he just has to hammer it back in. He gets hammered as he hammers it back in. A big hit in the neutral ice, but McGinn is right back to his feet. And again, the Blackhawks are finding that breakout play. The Hurricanes have got to do a much better job of defending it. Carpenter, I think, off the outside of the net. Not a high-quality, high-grade chance. Poked away by McGinn, but it looks like the Blackhawks are going to be able to get this one back. And dumped back in by the Blackhawks. If the Hurricanes can force that, they will be fine, because they will be able to prevent that rush play, and they will be able to retrieve the puck on the dump end. Svechnikov is staying with it. Carlson obtains the possession. Nylander and Kubalik. But the Hurricanes, again, when they do get burned, it's bad. When they do get burned, it's really bad, and that's a great example there of them just getting burned. Aho dumps it back in. Letting his teammates just get in after it, going to work. Forecheck is done wonders for the Hurricanes this season. So if they can just stick with that game, it should work. A good turnover there by Netchis. Moves it for Dzingel. Cuts, drops it, intended for Shea, but he stays with it. Back to the point for Shea, just trying to create some space here. It's shot right on. Fleury back in, over the net. And this one's handled by Martin. Up down low with Dzingel in front for Netchis. I'm not sure if Subban got the save on it, but a great chance anyway. Dzingel, oh, the puck is deflected as it gets toward him. So he couldn't actually get the one-timer. He was in prime position to set up the one-timer. And the Hawks go offside. 9:14 remaining. And we will see that Martin Netchis opportunity right in the slot area. Indeed, a big save by Subban. It was there to be had. They set that up well. Just didn't score off of it. Martinook winning it to Hamilton, who just flips it back in. Hurricanes will again go right after it on the forecheck. They just smell the puck and they go right after it. Oh, almost a messy play there trying to break out. Vogel putting the pressure on forechecking. So Hawks almost turn it over in a very bad area. And the Hurricanes could have easily turned that into a goal if they weren't careful. Face off one to Slavin. Slavin shot on and saved by Subban. Slavin with some great D there. Moves it for Hamilton. And we're going to get a delayed call against Chicago. So it's a free play. So the Hurricanes are just going to break it out, slow down, take their time. Dzingel moves it for Teravainen. This allows everyone to get in, get the extra attacker on the ice, and just set up some sort of a semi-power play-like opportunity. Move for Hamilton, but he plays it outside the blue line. Move for Teravainen. He gets it right back in. Teravainen pulls up, looking back to Hamilton. Plays it to himself instead. Works all the same. In front for Svechnikov. Saved off the tip-in by Subban, but the Hurricanes back to the power play. So Andrew Shaw with a hold behind the play. This will give the Hurricanes another shot on the power play. A power play that has struggled as of late. And here comes the Blackhawks. They're just attacking shorthanded. And it seems to be working out right now. Blocked away. Slavin can't even get to the loose puck. He finally does and moves it up for Jake Gardner. Gardner will just break it in as the D and almost went offside. Brings it back in, this time clean onside. Fakes a shot. Looking for Stahl. Moves it to no one. And out comes the Hawks again. With a minute left on the power play, they just get forced to send it back in. But Slavin can't get there first. So the Hawks have been all over it. They've been the aggressors on this power play for the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes have not been in charge of this power play at all. And they're going to change things up very quickly. Stahl looking for Gardner. He rings it off the crossbar. Slavin pulls away with it. Trocheck looking for Gardner. Throws it back in. Svechnikov with a rebound opportunity in front. And he can't score. And the power play is just over. It's done. Trocheck gets hit as the puck comes right to him. Svechnikov looking for a breakout there to Trocheck. He does. Trocheck on the wing. Looking low shot. Saved by Subban. And then you can't help but think there was a missed opportunity on the rebound for the Hurricanes. And will that be a crucial missed opportunity in this game? This power play has not been working the last several games. So might be time for Carolina to change things up a little bit on the power play, either through line changes or through power play strategy. That umbrella has not worked in a long time. Face off one by Stahl. So Fleury just throws it in. And in they go, right after it. Stahl creates a turnover. Niederreiter a chance. I'm not sure, but I think Subban had a piece of that. Sent back in. Shea behind his own net. Look for a breakout play. Finds Teravainen. Teravainen wide open on the wing. Moves in. Shoots in. Saved by Subban. And out come the Hawks. So again, Puri. For a teammate. Finds Carpenter. Carpenter's in. Defended well by Shea. And Niederreiter just flips it in off the glass, gets it in deep, and goes right after Bachwist. Bachwist for Carpenter, almost a turnover. Carpenter has now got a breakaway, well defended on the back check by Fleury, and then Reimer a glove save. Out to Fast. Jesper Fast just flips it in for the Hurricanes. Big save there by James Reimer. Fast can't quite get the handle, flips it back in. McGinn shot, misses the net. Put back in by the Hawks. So the Hurricanes are forcing the Blackhawks to dump the puck in, and a penalty is called. It's going to be interference here to Carolina. An interference penalty with 18 seconds remaining. Brett Pesce to the box. That is a big penalty. And it could allow Chicago a bit of momentum here. Stahl just flings it out with 10 seconds left. That should kill the remainder of the second period and a decent chunk of the first bit of the power play here. It will. And back in for DeBrincat to retrieve, and he flips it out. That's it for the second period of play. So the Hurricanes are playing well enough to continue playing with the lead, but they are messing with fire, putting Chicago on the power play. They only have 11 shots generated. I imagine that will change with the power play. So Stahl at center, opposed by Jonathan Taves. And in come the Hawks. Shea in the corner, pressured by Kane. Move from McGinn, who just moves it up the ice, and that's a good kill right there. Nothing wrong with that. You just got to get it down the ice. Stahl, a good forecheck. Remember, this is how the Hurricanes scored the first goal in this game. It was a Jordan Stahl forechecking shift on, oddly enough, Duncan Keith. It was Duncan Keith who created the turnover off of a big hit, and a pass is out from McGinn. McGinn on Keith. McGinn, turnaround shot, can't even get it on the net, but he did have Kane pressuring him there. Sends it all the way back into the Hurricane zone, where the Hurricanes will go back to retrieve and quickly throw it out the ice, up the ice the other way. And that will allow the penalty-killing defense to change as well. Oh, a big turnover. Trocheck looking for Dzingel right on. Saved by Subban. The Hurricanes' penalty kill has looked far better than the Blackhawks' power play. But the Hurricanes' power play has not looked very strong itself in this game. So Trocheck wins the faceoff, and Hamilton right on, blocked by the Chicago defense. And the penalty is over. So good kill. And Nylander has brought it in offside. So we'll get a neutral zone face-off. Stahl opposed by Strome. And Strome wins it, but Stahl gets it right. Goes right after. He didn't get possession, but he did go right after it. A good poke check. Strome attacking here. And despite the lack of offensive opportunities generated by the Blackhawks, they're only down a goal. So Carolina's lack of ability to strike in this game has really allowed Chicago to stay in the game. It hasn't kept Carolina out of it, but Carolina's led and controlled the game. But a surprising lack of offense for the amount of opportunities and shots they've generated. And here comes Calvin DeHaan. Denied by Reimer. A big save by James Reimer right there. Gardner gets it behind the net and throws it up for Aho. And here comes Sebastian Aho. Defended by Bachwist. Centering pass in front for Netchis. It almost worked out perfectly. Back for Svechnikov. It gets to Aho, but he is defended well. So the Hurricanes are really just content to try and do anything they can to create, risking a few passes through the middle in the offensive zone. Here comes Svechnikov attacking the other way. Peels away from the defense. Penned it along the boards, moves it for Hamilton to Slavin. Slavin, quick shot in, saved by Subban, but he gave up a huge rebound. And here comes Jonathan Taves. Hamilton is not back defensively, and the Hawks score. And just like that, the game is tied. And that's what I was talking about, is this lack of goal scoring has kept the Blackhawks in the game, and they've now tied it just like that. On a backdoor play, Hamilton is caught out defensively. I don't even know where our other defenseman was on that one, but both forwards are not back checking hard enough to prevent the backdoor play, and just like that, It's an even game. It's even Steven. So now the Hurricanes really have to be concerned. They've shot a lot of pucks on net. They haven't beaten Subban but once. And it was on a forechecking shift. The turnover created. Fogle hitting his man. Big stretch pass for Jordan Martinook, but it's Jordan Martinook, and I don't expect him to create a ton of offense here, no. And in fact, Keith wins that board battle. So this is where your lack of offense is certainly a bit concerning, and this fourth line is not exactly a catalyst for the offense. The only man on this line that can really do it is the man with the puck right now. It's Ryan Dzingel, but maybe he can. Cuts across, stayed with it, and didn't do anything with it. Turnover created by Chicago, but it's not really Dzingel's fault. He's the only man going there. Martinook creates a turnover, throws it in front, denied and rejected by the Chicago defense. They're not allowing that to get through. Smith, a near turnover. A shot on, saved by Reimer. You got to be very concerned right now. Reimer hasn't seen a lot of rubber in this game, and the Hurricanes just haven't scored despite putting a ton of pucks on the net. And all it takes now is one goal. It's just one goal will change the entire game. Drop pass for Shea. Shea right on, but over the net again. This Hurricanes defense is struggling to hit the net. Hurricanes are in full trap mode. A missed opportunity to create a turnover there. Smith on. Reimer off the outside of the net. Reimer's got to play solid here at the end of this game. He really does. Janmark blocked away. The Hurricanes might just want to play for survival here. They still got that partial line change going. So the fourth line is still out there to a degree. Shaw almost scored. He made the move, but he didn't convert. Teravainen crunches Shaw. Moved by Niederreiter. The Hurricanes are just looking to survive at this point. They have no momentum. It's all been Blackhawks lately. It's all Blackhawks. They're looking to break out here. Good play by Stahl. Moved up for Teravainen on the wing. Has Svechnikov, but they cannot convert. And that's just been the story of the season, is just some really easy plays that have just been missed. Netchus with a great opportunity there. Svechnikov can't handle. The Hurricanes are just not being able to handle the puck right now. Simple plays, they can't even handle it. Reimer saves it and freezes. This is really getting frustrating. Simple chance for Netchus to take it and go out with it, and he loses it. It results in the Blackhawks getting a chance the other way. Face-off won by Chicago. Netchus can't, or rather Svechnikov can't get to that. Drop pass for Slavin as he comes in as the trailing player. Drop for Netchus. It's right in front. Svechnikov scores. And I told you, I had a feeling Andre was going to come through at some point. He does it, a big one. On a rebound chance, the Hurricanes just rush right to the net, and it pops right to him. Subban with no chance. No chance to make a save. It's back up 2-1. It's a big goal at a big phase of the game. And you have to think that could decide things. Chicago's been, they're still coming right at it offensively, and it just takes one massive defensive breakdown to change the complexion of the game. Here comes, oh man, the Hurricanes are feeling it now. Svechnikov on the backdoor feed from Netchus, and if that had gone in, that would have been crazy. 2 back-to-back goals would have been insane. Oh, wins it to Hamilton. Hamilton right on, saved by Subban. Hamilton still looking for that first of the season. Oh, poked out the center. And Svechnikov is the hero at the moment. Flips it right back in, but a good chance for a line change. Fourth line going out there. Time to eat up some minutes for this fourth line. And just flip back in by Martinook. That's all the Hurricanes need to do. It's all they can do at the moment, is just get it in, especially these bottom lines, bottom 6. They just need to eat minutes up and just get it in deep, play it safe. Carpenter finds Peary. Great back-checking play there from Slavin. One-timer out front. Handled well by Reimer, but the Hurricanes are not out. That's why a whistle is going to be needed right there. Slavin can't move it. Not even Slavin can move it. In front for Doc, he's wide. And Pesci just trying to move it. They cannot move it. And a penalty's been taken. It's going to be a penalty to the Hurricanes. I'm not sure if it's a hold. It might be a hold. It looks like it's Brett Pesci as well. It is a high stick. And it's actually Jordan Martinook that took the penalty. So Jordan Martinook is gone for high sticking. See it right there. Right there, he got a stick up high, and that is a crucial penalty, man. Won by the Hawks. Right in on Reimer. Pesci in the corner with Doc, poked away. Doc on Reimer, and the Hurricanes have got to be careful not to take another penalty clearing. And Trocheck comes away with it as well, shorthanded. Trocheck right in, he scores! Vincent Trocheck, shorthanded. It's going to count. No goaltender interference. It's in the net. So Subban has given up a shorthanded goal. And I'm not entirely sure how this isn't going to be disallowed. It looked like it went off the skate as well. We'll see it right here. It goes 5-hole. I'm not sure, but he did crash into Subban, and somehow that is allowed to count. Well, there you go. Shorthanded again. 2 games in a row shorthanded, but this one is big. It's a 2-goal advantage, and now you can just shut it down. You can just play a full neutral zone trap. No need to try anything fancy. Reimer, a big save. No issue with taking the whistle there. It has got to be all trap. It's got to be trap now. Trap style hockey. No reason to try anything aggressive now. Subban's back to play it. He plays it off the back of the net for Strome. I'm not even sure what the point of playing that was. But either way, here comes Keith. Keith leading the charge, poked back out the center. And the Trocheck is after it again. And he almost gets another shorthanded goal. He is hungry like the wolf. Good hit on Nylander. Trocheck moves it down low. Shea killing off the remainder of the power play. Oh, Keith holds it in, though. Back for Nylander's short side save. Another short side save by Reimer. Dzingel trying to poke away at it. He does. Finds the man out of the box. Jordan Martinook, the man freshly out of the box. He stays with it. Finds Slavin. Back for Shea. The Hurricanes controlling late in this game. They cannot just send it the length of the ice. They're not on a penalty kill. And you see that, oh, that's an accidental icing there. So an unforced icing there late in the game. Jacob Slavin, he was just looking for a pass and they didn't find it. See, this is the short side chance by Nylander with Reimer sealing that short side post. Boy, have the Hurricanes played a huge game offensively. They put a lot of offense on in this one. Back to the point, Taves looking for a teammate, but he couldn't find one. Saved by Reimer. Played for Slavin. Now the Hawks are going to be full forechecking mode here, so I expect them to go right after it. Poke back out the center and dump back in. Slavin on a pass for Stahl. Finds Jordan Martinook. Could Martinook pot home an empty netter? No, he can't there at least. Oh, Janmark almost turns it right over, and 16 seconds remaining. Dzingel, good defensive play. Shea just lifts it back out. 8 seconds remaining. He's going for the empty net. He missed it. Icing. But this game is pretty much wrapped up. Risky icing there. But Stahl is out to take this face-off, opposed by Zach Smith. Stahl wins it. Slavin trying to flip it out. Shaw in on Reimer. One last save to end it. Shea pens it in the corner, and that's it. Canes win. They've won both games against Chicago, so no points given up there. They get 2 big points there against Chicago, but it's a Western Conference opponent, so it's not as big of a deal. you would prefer to win those Eastern Conference games. And we've got a storm surge again. It's Jordan Stahl, the man who is leading this storm surge. It's always nice to see. A shame we couldn't give the home fans a storm surge in the last game. And you can see that was the goal. That was the backdoor play from Taves. The pass from Taves. And then this is the Trocheck shorthanded play. And the game winner would be the Andrei Svechnikov goal right here. There's a rebound. It kicks right out to him, and he doesn't miss. So the Hurricanes putting on 38 shots on the net, and it results in 3 goals. 0 for 2 on the power play. And what is that stat line for Subban? Out of curiosity, he's still a 921. He played as Harnell, but this attack was able to generate enough chances. A 960 for Reimer. That's going to help him out. And only 1 goal against. So Reimer's stats are only going to get better. And I'm not sure if this next one, how much time is off between the next game. But I'm looking to go to Mrazek only when Reimer would need a relief. And we have plenty of days off before the game against Columbus. So it would be pretty obvious to me that Reimer is your goaltender going into this game against Columbus. So we're going to make that so. Take a look at the updated standings as well. I'm not sure where the Hurricanes sit. They have 17 points now and still sit 7th with 17 points. So we're going to just jump right in. We have Columbus at home. All right, so we're going back to James Reimer here at home against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Korpisalo in the net with a .906 save percentage. Let's go back to that. Very relaxed style of neutral zone trap hockey. And Hamilton draws a penalty instantly, so the Blue Jackets are going to go to an instant penalty kill. Here, we're going to change up the power play strategy to overload, and we'll do that for both the first and second power play units. So Foligno is the guilty party right away. Hamilton draws a trip. Time to retire Foligno. A bit harsh. Some harsh words there. Let's see here. Aho taking the draw of that first power play unit out there. He can't win the faceoff. Pinned by Aho, though. And Svechnikov comes away. Finds backdoors. Trocheck. We had the shorthanded goal in the last game. He's looking to get another special teams one, but this one on the Hurricanes power play. So you can tell with my power play, I love to set it up. Right shot on the left, left shot on the right. And I can't find Svechnikov, but down low to Aho. In front for Trocheck. Trocheck is setting himself up nicely in front of the net. We're going to quickly change up that first power play line, just so we can get a couple other guys out there, some other opportunities. Stahl. Oh, just a missed pass from Niederreiter to Stahl. It didn't quite work out well. Teravainen moves it to Niederreiter on the wing to Netschus. 47 seconds remaining. Netschus cuts up, pulls up, shoots. Saved by Korpisalo. Nothing wrong with that. And we'll put the first power play unit back out there. So I'm going to mix it up. Move my power play units around a little bit. Move my defense, my lines. When we get power plays, just see, who can create. Give everybody an opportunity since the power play is so short. Trocheck in, shoots. Rebound chance for Aho. In front, finds Svechnikov, point blank, big save. So we'll change it up again. Second unit, and the first pairing, which includes Dougie Hamilton. Stahl wins it. Teravainen. Ah! Too many turnovers on the power play. And there's just not much I can say about that. Change up the defense while we're doing some things. Here comes Stahl with Shea. Backdoor to Brady Shea. And I'm not entirely certain how that works out, but Korpisalo has it covered behind the net. I do want to see exactly what happened. How did that not go in? A great chance for Brady Shea. I'm not entirely certain how this doesn't go in. I'm not sure where the puck is right here, to be honest. It looks like it's just on the goal line, so he may have just barely kept that chance out. And either way, on the ice, it's not a goal. That's all I can say. So Jordan Stahl back out there. That second line is out with Niederreiter. Let's see if we can get these guys going again. Oh, Fleury, a missed chance there with the poke check. Good recovery from his defensive partner, and then shot wide. Stahl going out. Werenski, a big hit on Werenski. That flub attempt there, saved easily by Reimer. Watch the backdoor play. It's here. If the Blue Jackets come away with it, which they do. Savard to Foligno. Foligno denied there. Well defended. Brady Shea just got to gain the red line and get a new line on. So the third line's going on. Don't really like how my coaches are handling line changes, so I'm going to do it myself. Good play there by Dubois across the blue line. Looks for Bjorkstrand. An attempt to clear the zone and fling it out was denied by McGinn. But McGinn staying with it. Look at this breakout rush play. McGinn a shot well wide. See if Fleury can keep it in. Atkinson to Nyquist. Good defensive play. Hamilton behind his net to reset. Has him again on the wing. But no real support through there. It did have a little bit of support through the middle, but always risky when you're trying to move it to the middle. Trocheck through the middle, right up the gut. To Fast, but Fast couldn't quite handle it. Harrington breaking out for the Jackets. Good stick check there. But Harrington stays with it. Domi with it across the middle, up the middle in the attacking zone. Both teams going right at the middle of the ice. Trocheck just flips it back in after gaining the zone, the attacking zone. Good stick by Hamilton. Defended well. Svechnikov creates a turnover. It's going to be one-on-one. Be a good chance. Rebound. Oh, he had a one-on-one with the defense. It was basically two defensemen on Svechnikov at one point. He didn't have anyone coming with him. Made it a little bit difficult to create anything, and yet he still got a decent chance on the net. Aho not quite able to win it, but he does get it back. See if Pesce can get it. It's held in by Aho. Drop pass for Brett Pesce. Pesce shot on. Rebound available. Aho a shot denied by a defensive stick. Pinsky out to Jones. Poke back out to neutral, and Jake Gardner just flips it in. And Aho, oh my goodness, Sebastian Aho. A great chance there as well. Hurricanes are creating all kinds of turnovers right at the attacking blue line, and it's creating havoc. And it's very difficult for Columbus right now because Carolina is creating these tremendous turnover and offensive opportunities at the Hurricanes' attacking zone blue line. Marnik to Fogle, and Fogle will just have to send it in. He does. Gets it in deep, and Dzingel's in on the forecheck. Good pressure on Gavrikov. To Nash. Marnik back for Pesce. Oh, a risky pass there for Marnik. He just couldn't quite handle it. If he could, it wouldn't have been as bad. But that is a risk with going up the middle, is if someone can't handle a pass, there is a turnover in waiting. Fogle, a shot right on. Not sure if there's a save to be made there. Marnik trying to dish. And he just throws it back in. Hurricanes are onside. So if they touch it, they are onside. But it won't matter now as the Jackets are back the other way. Nash peeling and cutting. But the Hurricanes just getting sticks right in the lane. Every passing lane, every shooting lane, the Hurricanes are there. They're getting sticks. They're frustrating the Jackets. It's a good start to this game. Slavin protecting around the Columbus defense. Stahl stays with it, moves it back to Slavin. Hamilton desperate to get that first goal and came very close there on that opportunity. He didn't miss that by much. Niederreiter, a good forechecking shift by Stahl and Niederreiter. The second line has been tremendous since it's been created. And Niederreiter, turnover right on for Korpisalo to save. And that'll be a quick change of lines and pairs. This team is really getting after it on the forecheck. They're pressuring that attacking blue line. It's made life very miserable for Columbus early in the game. Of course, it is still exactly that. It's early. Move for Shea. Shea down to Netchis. Netchis moves it for Aho. Aho in front to Svechnikov, and somehow Korpisalo keeps it out. Netchis with a great job to stay with it. Aho to Svechnikov. Great puck movement by this line. This line is doing a fantastic job moving the puck amongst each other. Good play there by Brady Shea to defend that. He's waiting for changes on his teammates' line. Shea in on the net. Trocheck looking back to the point to Shea to Fleury. Fleury goes down low to Fast. Had no one in the middle. He did have Netchis, but he was defended well. Not much of a chance there. Fleury getting back on D. Netchis trying to reverse it back up the ice. He cannot do that successfully. Domi to Atkinson to Foligno. Big save by Reimer. Another save by Reimer. Jackets finally getting their first real pressure of the game. Getting their first real taste of offensive zone pressure against the Hurricanes here. Fleury well played. He moves it around behind the net for Shea, who moves it for Netchis. And Netchis can't get that puck successfully to a teammate. Turnover created this time at the Hurricanes' defensive blue line. So now the Hurricanes getting a taste of their own medicine. Shea back up to Fast, and Fast has been hooked. So right back to the power play go the Hurricanes. They had some chances, but we're going to go back to Umbrella on the strategy and see what this power play can do. This power play has not struck in a long time, and I think it's about time they do strike. Oh, face-off one into Korpisalo, so it's going to force him to take a face-off. And we'll keep the lines that are out there. First line power play, and then the second pairing on the power play, second defensive pairing. Cleared out of the zone, so this might be a good time to switch it up a bit offensively. So a quick change. Niederreiter and Stahl and Netchis. Niederreiter pulling up, has a drop for Slavin. Slavin to, oh, well defended. Well read by Boone Jenner. So Boone Jenner, a good job to read that. A very poor turnover. Here comes Teravainen with it. Teravainen can't track it down. But the Hurricanes get on the forecheck, but a penalty's been called. And a hold. I think Niederreiter is going to be the guilty party. No, it's Jordan Stahl. Jordan Stahl is guilty of a hold. It was in the neutral zone, so Stahl held his man. He did not let his man go. So that's a really bad penalty by Jordan Stahl as well, with a power play advantage now nullified. And we're going to go to 4-on-4 for a minute. So the Jackets will have a minute of power play time. The Hurricanes had their minute of power play time. Aho with Hamilton sending it back in. Nothing really came of that. Back to the point for Hamilton. Is it back for Teravainen? Back to Hamilton. Oh, missed pass there. Couple of unforced Hurricanes errors. Here comes Teravainen shorthanded. Big rush play for Teravainen. He shoots and off the top of the net. I thought for a second it might be going in. From my angle, oh, Bjorkstrand's in and saved by Reimer. And I thought for sure Teravainen might have had a goal. He just tried the exact same move that he scored on Malcolm Subban in Chicago. Saved by Reimer, played for Hamilton, although risky, but out. Not fully down the length of the ice. 2 seconds left on the Jackets penalty kill. Poked at the blue line by Hamilton. And that allows the Hurricanes to basically get a full reset and get 5 men on the ice. Oh, big chance. The Jackets still held the zone. Stahl trying to come and help out. Poked away back to the point. 6 seconds left. That shot's wide. Gardner's got to move it out or at least tie it up. And he does. Moves it back down behind the net. And that'll end the period. A little bit disappointing for the Hurricanes. They're not up at the end of one, considering they had the power plays, they owned possession, they dominated that period, and yet don't come away with a goal. But there's a lot of hockey left to be played. And if they can keep playing the way they have, they'll draw more penalties. But the power play, not striking in a long time, is concerning for sure, at the very least for Carolina. With no power play strikes. Back to Aho. Rebound chance. Net just couldn't put it home. You can see that this line, they just go. They just go. And when they get the power play, they really tend to go. If they can manage to move the puck successfully on the power play, they really go. Poked away at center. Hurricanes getting to that strong side and just being all over it. Chip play to Svechnikov. It worked out well. Saucered for Aho. Turned over. And Svechnikov can't get it to Aho. A quick line change. And a quick defensive pairing change. Stahl, Niederreiter, Teravainen. This really great second line. Niederreiter looking for a chance. Nothing available there. Offensive zone face-off to the left of Korpisalo. Stahl. Opposed by Domi. Domi tied up his man. And allowed Nyquist to get in there and get after it. Here comes Atkinson with Domi. And Gardner with an excellent defensive play to come back from behind the play. Down low in the corner for Domi. Domi behind the net, looking for Nyquist out front. Good one-time opportunity, but never got on the net. It was over the net. A delayed penalty against the Hurricanes. So Hurricanes back to the kill. It looks like it might be Pesce. He may have tripped his man. We're going to find out in just a moment. It is an interference penalty. And it is Pesce who is the guilty party, but it was not for tripping. It was an interference penalty right there. I don't see how that's interference. The puck is right there. So the referee thinks otherwise. And the Hurricanes are going to go to a penalty kill for interference to Brett Pesce. One-timer denied. See if Dzingel can move it up. It's Trocheck. And you know how dangerous Trocheck is. Short-handed. Trocheck moves along out around his man. Tried to spin move. Wasn't successful. Grigorenko, great breakout to Koivu. It's a 3-on-1. 3-on-1 for the Jackets. And big save by Reimer. Well played by Shea to just minimize that opportunity. Here comes Ryan Dzingel. Pump fakes a shot. Looks for it. Backdoor to Trocheck. It was open. And Trocheck tries to return the favor to Shea. They cannot. Poke checked a couple of times. Trocheck is a menace on the penalty kill, and he's a must-have player for this Hurricanes penalty kill. To lose him would be a big loss, short-handed especially. Slavin, a great defensive play. Koivu in front, centering pass not working. And the Hurricanes, they're not successful in getting it out though. Poked away by McGinn. That's going to do it for the penalty kill. Koivu in on Reimer. I would get a whistle. McGinn just lifts it out. Out to center it goes. And Pesce is back on the ice. Again, throws it back in, and Jones plays it, so no icing. Oh, drop for Koivu, a bit of a weird drop play. And we got another power play coming up to the Hurricanes. So a tripping penalty is coming to Columbus. Lots of power plays in this game. Netchus tried a centering feed for Svechnikov, but he couldn't get it there, and the Jackets touch up. Domi is penalized for tripping. So Max Domi to the box. And you see it right here on Jacob Slavin. So I told you Carolina will get more opportunities, but the key is they have to capitalize on the opportunity when they get it. And they lose the face-off instantly and cleared the length of the ice by the Jackets. Hamilton retrieves it and moves it for Netchus. Netchus is in the zone. Netchus to Niederreiter, denied by Savard, and that'll be a quick change of the power play forward group. Oh, terribly moved. Dubinsky on Reimer. Short-handed. Short-handed an opportunity. Hurricanes are going to change their power play line again. Poked back in further by Aho. Aho gets after it on the forecheck. He can't though. Savard gets to it first. Hamilton back to retrieve. So now it's time for Netchus and Stahl, and I believe Niederreiter. It is. Oh, Teravainen coming in from behind on the play. And with 30 seconds left, this is it. This is a last push effort for the Hurricanes on the power play. It just has not gone their way. They haven't been able to strike. Netchus across the middle. Shoots. Saved by Korpisalo, and that'll be a face-off in the attacking zone. With all of about 6 seconds or so remaining on the power play for the Hurricanes, this is it. Stahl wins it. Hamilton, shot right on. Rebound opportunity, and the Jackets will survive that one. And Domi's got it. He comes out right out of the box. That's something you got to be aware of, the man coming out of the box. Niederreiter with it. So the Hurricanes power play has failed on 3 occasions in this game. Drop for Stahl, a save. Niederreiter behind the net, going toward the area behind the net at least. And he was thwarted by the Jackets defense. Jackets attacking that Hurricanes defense. Foligno saved by Reimer. He's going to melt that down, and a face-off is coming at a defensive zone draw here for the Hurricanes. Martinook opposed by Dubinsky. Fourth line getting some action now. Moved ahead for Dzingel, rather. Fogle across the blue. Fogle moves it in deep. Dzingel's got it. Looking in front. Martinook. One-time save by Korpisalo. That play is so effective. If only the Hurricanes could score off of it. So Martinook losing the draw. Dubinsky, a face-off win to Jones. Dubinsky with friends. Poked back in, though, by Pesce. Pesce very aggressive as the defenseman up on the play. And Grigorenko has been hooked by Dzingel. So the Hurricanes back to the penalty kill again. It's been one penalty after another, and I would imagine whoever can strike on the power play might have the upper hand. Gardner with it, and he's got Stahl way up there. Forced pass blocked away off of that chance from Domi. The move by Stahl, I thought maybe a potential penalty for boarding there might be coming. See what happens here with it. Pesce with a good stick there on Domi. In front for Atkinson. There's a wide open net. Reimer saves it, and he's going to get a whistle. This will give the Hurricanes a chance to change up their penalty kill. Hopefully the Hurricanes can get another power play opportunity before the game does end. Slavin just crushes it all the way down the ice. And Brady Shea all the way down the other end like a forward as a defenseman. Got a good back check from Trocheck. Saved by Reimer a couple of times. Big saves by James Reimer. Another big save by Reimer. Slavin moves it for Martinook, for Trocheck. And you got to wonder, do the Hurricanes attack? I don't know why Brady Shea is so up on the attack. Move for Martinook. He had a great opportunity on the short side. He missed the net. Atkinson, a last-ditch effort for this power play from the Jackets. It looks like the Hurricanes are going to thwart it and kill off the penalty. So successful kill for the Hurricanes as well on the Jackets. Shot on Reimer, saved. Martinook in the corner with his man. Domi out front, shoots back against the grain on Reimer, and Reimer makes a save. It's in the corner. Dzingel with it, comes away, moves it for Martinook, but interrupted by Dubois. So the Hurricanes are the team under pressure right now. They just can't get it out. Reimer a save. Slavin moves it up for Dzingel. See if Dzingel can get his own entry. He does move it, but turned over to Werenski. So the Hurricanes, with no attacking zone pressure lately, since the kill. The penalty really has stalled out their offense a bit. No pun intended there with Jordan Stahl being on the team, but their offense has stalled out a bit. So first line action back out there. Aho wins that draw back to Slavin. Moves it for Hamilton, up to Aho. Aho through the middle of the ice, just splits the Jackets D to Netchus. A big pad save by Korpisalo. I'm not sure if he could have scored 5-hole there, but there was definitely an opportunity. Back with it is Koivu. Harrington. Across the blue with Jenner. And Netchus is just going to throw it down. This will be an icing unless Aho can get there. And the whistle goes for icing. So a defensive zone face-off and no change for the Hurricanes. Face off won by the Jackets. Just with it. No teammates really to pass to outside of Hamilton, but a bit of a tough pass to get it to the middle. Svechnikov pulls up, looks to the front, finds Netjes, and goes right over the net. So again, Netjes trying to wrap it around, stolen away by Harrington and Koivu, and back out are the Jackets. Kukin peels away from the forecheck of Aho. Koivu cross ice to Jenner, poked away by Svechnikov, stolen away by Aho. And here we go. Hurricanes rush, trying to throw it to the middle. Svechnikov had Netjes right in the middle of the ice. He couldn't get it to him. Dubinsky is partial 2-on-1 there. Hamilton defending it well, crushing his guy in the corner. Outworking the opposition. Big saves by Reimer. Reimer with some of the biggest saves of the game a couple of times. Here comes Dougie Hamilton. Hamilton still looking for that first goal. It rolls in on Korpisalo. We're not sure where it is. Thrown back in by Jordan Stahl. Grigorenko defended by Hamilton. Hamilton, who just had a great offensive opportunity. He moves it out. And the Hurricanes can quickly change their defense. Bit of confusion. Gardner well defending his man. Moved by Niederreiter for Teravainen. Just got to take their time. Shea for Niederreiter. Up the middle to Fleury with 20 seconds left. Fleury centering for Stahl. He can't get a stick on it. Werenski with teammates on the rush to Atkinson. Well played and defended, and that should end the period. Teravainen with one last throw of the puck. And that's it for the second. We're still knotted at 0 after 2. No team has scored. Reimer with some tremendous saves. Shots are even. Play is pretty even. Both teams with a similar amount of power plays. Been a lot of action, but no action with regards to pucks hitting the back of the net yet. So we haven't seen the first goal in the game. And that first goal of the game could be it. Here's Svechnikov. Speaking of first goal of the game, Svechnikov in on Korpisalo. Big save. Slavin turnaround, thrown back in. Rebound given up by Korpisalo. That's just a good stick check there. Pressuring the Jackets defense, trying to get that forecheck working. I don't see any reason why you would deviate from this game plan. It's worked really well, neither team scoring, but chances have been there. Thrown back in for Netjes, but he was covered. Defensive play by Hamilton with Netjes. Svechnikov through the red line to the blue line for Aho. And Aho scores. And that is the first of the game, and that could be the game-winning goal, depending on how this game plays out. But that is big. His 7th of the season. And he just goes right to the back door on a pass from Svechnikov. He's wide open. And I don't know if the Jackets were caught out tired or not, but the first forward line comes through big, and we've said it all season, the first forward line has got to score when no one else is getting it going, and sometimes your first line is not always going to have it going offensively, but when there is a bit of a drought and no one's creating anything, your best players have to come through, and your best players come through in this one. But the game is far from over. It's early in the third with that one, but a huge goal nonetheless when momentum has been hard to come by and offense has been hard to come by. Oh, Seth Jones, a great play to Domi. So the feeling is good now in the third. A bit of a turnover, but now here comes Teravainen, and he is gone. Oh, Teuvo Teravainen shoots, and he scores! Far side, rather. Low on Korpisalo. That's back-to-back goals, and that one's on a breakaway. You don't want to give Teuvo Teravainen a lot of space like that because he will make you pay. And it all stems from a turnover created in the defensive end. And a low shot beats him glove side. And it's a 2-0 game just like that. That could pretty much seal this game. With Columbus struggling to create offense, it's hard to imagine them getting one, although not impossible, but getting two would be near impossible. The way this game's been played so far, based off the first two periods, that is huge. In the period so far, sent back in and out of play. So the Jackets with two costly defensive plays. An offensive zone turnover that got to Teravainen high at the point in the defensive zone, and that sends him free, and you never want to do that. Again, now for Fast, and Fast can't quite connect on the backdoor play. So now the offense has shown up at the perfect time. There's not a better time for the offense to start showing up. And like I said, your best players are showing up. Teravainen, Aho, those guys are rolling right now. And that's what we're going to need to win games. We just need that in more games. Nifty pass for Fast by Trocheck and just flipped back in. And out comes Seth Jones with it. Poked at the blue line. That blue line has been hard to access for the Jackets. Trocheck working Jenner in the corner. And he gets it on the wing. Trocheck spin, move around his man. Harrington picks it up off an easy turnover from Vincent Trocheck. Across the blue line. Oh, a nice nifty move there. It gets to Nash. And Riley Nash can't do anything with it. Out to Fogle. Fogle just going to dump it in and let Dzingel go get it in the corner. And he does. Martinook after Harrington sends Harrington to the ice. Nice hit there by Martinook and an almost near turnover there by the Hurricanes. Martinook at the attacking blue line drops for Fleury. A quick shot on, blocked by his own man. It was Warren Fogle blocking that shot, so you have to hope Fogle's okay. Shot didn't get through from Fleury. Martinook supporting his team. Fleury back up to Dzingel. And Dzingel is just going to try to burn Seth Jones here. And Werenski, he doesn't. Good defensive play there. Whether it was Jones or Werenski, both of them playing that well. Dubois shot blocked away. They score top shelf, and that goes to shutout. So Pierre-Luc Dubois gets the Jackets on the board late in the game. His 5th of the season. He just stayed with his second chance. The first one blocked, the second one right there for him, and hard for Reimer to do much about that. So that's what I meant. As I was saying, it's not impossible for them to get a goal, but getting 2, it's a little bit. It's hard to see them getting 2, but not again. They get 1, 2's not impossible. But you thought that a shutout was certainly going to be on the cards. Teravainen, another turnover created and another breakaway, and he can't put this one home. Poked back in. Teravainen almost scores again, glove side. Going right at that glove side of Korpisalo. Teravainen with it. What a monster shift so far for Teuvo Teravainen. A shot right on, missed the net. Stick lifted by Slavin. Good play there. Hurricanes are just transitioning the play well. Looking for Svechnikov, defended well by Bjorkstrand. The Jackets are basically another turnover. Teravainen tries to go 5-hole. Korpisalo seals it off. Teravainen with a shift for the ages. He had about 3 or 4 great opportunities and about 2 turnovers created either by himself or his line. They were all over it. I think that's a line you got to watch. That second line is very underrated. Face off one by Columbus. Grigorenko brings it ahead with Tachier. And Tachier missing the net. Svechnikov trying to get up there at his point guy. Grigorenko turned away by Reimer. This is going to be an icing. Yep, and that's a surefire icing as Safar gets back for the Jackets. So Carolina has New Jersey, Toronto, and Florida coming into town in the next 3 games. That's the slate ahead. It's a big homestand and an opportunity to get massive points. So you need to win these games, especially with a bit of a decently lengthy West Coast road trip coming up ahead. Up to Netchis, and he misplays it. But Svechnikov is there to pick him up. Back to Aho, back to Svechnikov. Move back to the point. Gardner just grabs it and throws it back in. And Korpisalo will freeze and get a whistle. A good chance for the Hurricanes to change up the line and the pair. Trocheck pushed off the face-off there as the Blue Jackets They've won a lot of the most recent face-offs have gone in favor of Columbus, so they've gotten a lot of face-off wins lately. They've been doing it well in the dot. So you'd have to imagine that that's something Carolina needs to adjust, getting possession. Fleury just going into the corner there, trying to help him out defensively. Move for McGinn. McGinn just flips it back in. The Jackets are changing as well. Fast on the forecheck, but Kukin escapes that. Out to center with Atkinson. Good defensive stick, but backdoor. And the Jackets have scored and tied it. That's a tie game. It was Gustav Nyquist going to the backdoor. A missed opportunity at the blue line, and it leads to a Jackets chance. So the Hurricanes are right back to square one. You see just a 2-on-0 basically with the goaltender. That's poor defensive play. Poor defensive play. Just straight up. And so the Hurricanes are back to square one. They're going to have to find some offensive contributions. The top guys have been getting it going. You would think that maybe Teuvo, Teravainen, or Aho would be one of the two guys to look at. They're the two guys that have scored in this game. So just like that, back to even. And I was talking about how critical these games are to win. Here's Riley Nash, and he scores. Riley Nash scores, and that would be. I'm not going to take the timeout. There's just no reason for that to happen. And just like that, Columbus has taken a 3-2 lead. Back-to-back goals. You need your goaltender to show up in a Reimer. What the hell was that? That's just terrible. And the Jackets are just burning the Hurricanes the last couple of plays. Zingle going right at the Jackets with Martinook. Martinook is centering feed, defended well and out of play. And Martinook starts jawing at Seth Jones. We got a bit of jawing going on down there in the ice. No one's really happy with the way this game's gone. Now Carolina on the back foot. They have got to start creating. Our face-off win for Hamilton. Shoots, misses the net, and it trickles out. Can the Hurricanes regain possession? They do from Netchis, but lost to Koivu. It's time to start forechecking. It is absolutely time to start pressuring this Jackets team. Back for Nash. That one's not going in the net that time. Up for Netchis, a big hit taken by Hamilton to create that play. Netchis, a big poke check there. Crunches Jenner on the boards. 4:25 remaining, and Riley Nash is out again. Polino taken off of it. Dubois in the corner. Pesci trying to move it, but they can't get it to Aho, and the defense will change. Aho across the blue. Finds Netchis, or Svechnikov, and scores! He stays with the play and scores. It trickled right to him, and now we're tied again. And so Carolina is going to tie this game. A weird play. It goes right to him, and he just taps it home. Well, they certainly do know how to make it interesting, this team. So the Hurricanes have tied the game. It looks like we might see overtime. But critically, this is against a divisional opponent that the Hurricanes should have easily beaten in regulation. And they've controlled this game. Werenski, it's not over. Tipped away in front of the net. The Jackets coming away with it. Werenski looking out front. One-timer. Reimer saves it. And the Jackets are back they're in full forechecking mode right now. Niederreiter going after Werenski in the corner. He creates a turnover. Out in front, Niederreiter can't do anything with it. A bit of confusion with Hayden Fleury as to who should go after that. Now come the Jackets. Hurricanes need to play very safe defensively here. The play by Shea. Brady Shea moving it. Has Niederreiter and Fleury. Niederreiter springs Hayden Fleury. Just chips it ahead. And he stays with it. Look at this, Hayden Fleury. Oh, good poke check. Stahl had a chance to go right after it. Stick checked away. One-timer, the Jackets score. And they've taken the lead again. And the Hurricanes just defensively have been all over the place. Foligno scores, and just like that, the Jackets have the lead again. Here's Pesci. Pesci, a shot right on Korpisalo to be a timeout for the Hurricanes, and I would imagine you might want to pull your goaltender. Timeout called. First line is going to get the call. This is it. First line getting the call. Net's empty for the Hurricanes, so a must-win face-off situation. And the goaltender goes back in. The Jackets are just ragging the puck now. Domi away with it. 2-0 again. The Hurricanes just not even defending well in the late stages of this game. Blocked away. Can't even get possession of it. Shot on Reimer. It's all Jackets. 27 seconds left, and a penalty is called against Carolina. You just gotta hate the frustration. This is just frustrating. Unbelievable levels of frustration. Stahl can't win it, and the Hurricanes can't possess it. McGinn goes with it, shorthanded. The extra attacker is on the ice. McGinn in on Korpisalo, but that's going to be it. And a tripping penalty is taken again. Hurricanes just out of options. So frustrating. Hurricanes win it. Reimer up to Dzingel. Extra attacker on. This is it. Dzingel to Slavin. It doesn't work out. The Hurricanes are going to lose one here. Frustration. That's all I have to say. Just frustrating. Blown game. Unbelievable. What a joke. What a freaking joke.